there will be a standby bus in our office here in Omole. If you are driving, that would be awesome.
To join us in any of these pickup locations, send inspection to the number showing below.
Remember, just as Joe has said here, it's going to be fun.
See you on
Dr.
Saturday.
Segun-Bello
Bye-bye.
is Africa's most sought after investment.
What up? Good morning. Super excited. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining from. I'm really excited to be with you guys today. My name is Mayowa Owolabi, and I'm glad to be your host today. Good morning, wherever you're joining from. Good afternoon, wherever you're joining from. Super excited. Wherever you're joining from, type in where you're joining from today. Tell me where you're joining from today, please. Tell me where you're joining from. Good morning, good afternoon. Let's go. Lagos. We have Margaret Kalu from Lagos. I'm excited to have you on today, Kalu. Thank you so much for that prompt response. Okay, we have Godwin from United Kingdom. Good to have you on. We have Temi from Ibadan, Nigeria. Good to have you on today. Come on, guys. We need to have some amazing energy this morning. We have Omoba Alade from Lagos. We have Adekunle, from Abeokuta. Good to have you on. Good morning, good afternoon. Great. We have Kemi from Ikare Akoko. Wow. Ooh, we have amazing people here. Okay, super pumped up, super excited. Tell me more. How has the whole 5 days been? Then we have Koja from South Korea. Amazing, Koja. Good to have you on this morning, this evening, wherever you're joining from. I'm excited to be your host. It's going to be an amazing time today. That is what I can promise you. It's a continuation of the World Believers Conference. And it's going to be an amazing time again. The first day has been amazing. The second day, and today can't be less. Today can't be less. Super pumped up already right here. Great. Tell me more, guys. Where are you joining from? Is this your first time today? We have Obina from Sokoto. Great. Obina from Sokoto. How are you doing today? Great. So what you want to do is to share the link. Make sure you broadcast the Zoom. Somebody is waiting. Somebody needs this help this morning. And you just have to help somebody this morning. See, guys, it's all about helping other people get started. And we're good to go. Type in 1 if this is your first time, and type in 5 if you have been joining us from the beginning of the event. Type in 1 if this is your first time. Type in 5 if you have been joining us. Oh, we have Christiana. Christian says he's been joining us from the beginning. Fantastic. Kemi says it has been glorious, educative, informative, changing encounters. Wow. Kemi said all the way. Fantastic. Margaret Kalu says 5 too. Great. So tell me one of your peak moment, one of the wow moment that you got during the sessions. Tell me one of the wow moment you got. Come on, guys, tell me. Fantastic. Okay. Adekoya says, I've been trying to connect since day one, but not gaining access. Wow. Congratulations, you're able to gain access today. Make sure you repeat the same process again today, because today's sessions will be amazing. We have the likes of Dr. Jamin Pajoel. Today we'll be speaking today. We have Dr. Stephen himself is going to be speaking today. And we have later in the evening some amazing, great other speakers. You just don't want to miss any of these sessions at all. Fantastic. Oh, Kemi says other people's money. Yes, that is a major takeaway. Other people's money. This money are waiting for you. You just want to make sure you are available with your value, with your services, with your concept to be able to get it from there. And if you're joining on Facebook, you want to make sure you click on the share button, because what I can tell you today again and again is that it's going to be an amazing time. That is what I can promise you. Tell me more. Okay. Great. Enough of learning. Execute. Yes, because a lot of us, even the Holy Book says that we have a lot of hearers but not doers. We need to move into the doing zone. Fantastic. All GTEX who great. Gozena group. Okay, now if you see somebody more successful, put a chair beside them. And that's one of the takeaway yesterday. Great. You have to put a chair beside them and question them, because you want to know what they are doing, how they're doing it, so that you can repeat the process. There's really nothing new under heaven. It's all about you becoming resourceful to be able to dish out and help other people solve. Get into it. Okay, our speaker is already in the house, and come on guys, you want to sit tight, you want to make sure you're ready. It's going to be a great time today. Get your pen, help somebody, share the link. If you are just joining, get the YouTube link, get the Facebook link, and make sure you share. See, one of the mystery about sharing is the fact that anything you do for others as a way, the universe has a way of repaying you back. See, anytime you see wealthy people, one of the uniqueness is that they are not selfish. One of the uniqueness is that they are not selfish. They are all about people's life. And that's why the more you make other people succeed, the more successful you will become. So you want to get that link right now and do that for the next 1 second. Let's do that for the next 10 seconds. Let's do that right now. Get the link, share. Get the link, share. Get the link. If you have shared, kindly put in 7. 7 is a perfect number. So you want to put in 7. If you have shared, get the link on social media. I want any of the admins to help me with the link this morning. Drop it here, the YouTube link, the Facebook link, so that our audience can help other people. Put it on your WhatsApp status, put it wherever you can put it. If you have a group, you want to help other people succeed. See, it's not about how they got there. It's about them getting there. Oh, who got that this morning? It is not all about how they get there. It is when they get there. So your contribution is important. Like an analogy I like to share, it is not the heat that the last heat that broke the diamond or that cracked the stone. It's all about the accumulation of all the heat that has been in place. So guys, it's going to be a great time this morning, but I want us to do in 10 seconds. We want to share, we want to help other people get this, and we're good to go. So guys, can we have the announcement now? Great. A lot of points right there. I'm pumped up. Wealth formula equals to hard work plus smart work plus network. And I know that's Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Is there a way you watch the past event? Yes, you can. You can get it on our YouTube channel, Stephen Akintayo YouTube channel. All the replays are still there. You want to take your time to hear it again and again, because you can't just hear it at once and implement at once. You have to repeat it. That's how to get it there. That's how to get there, guys. It is not about how they get there, but when they get there, that's how. Great. Thank you so much, Kemi Olukoya. So if you have shared the link, put in 7. Let me be sure you guys have the link. Let me be sure. Let me go get it myself. Because you have to help somebody succeed right there. You have to help somebody. Somebody's waiting. Somebody needs that help this morning. Fantastic. Because we have to do it. Great. I'm getting you guys the YouTube link right away. Fantastic. So great. Fantastic. Thank you so much. That great. Fantastic. You can copy the link to let people join the Zoom link. We can get the YouTube link also. That's the YouTube link. I've dropped it for every one of you so that you can get the link. That's how we rock and roll it. We just have to contribute to others so that they can get there. And guys, what will you say to Dr. Stephen Akintayo and the team? What will you say this morning? What will you say this morning? What will you say this morning? This fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Kemi has been really giving some energy in the room today. I'm pumped up. Thank you so much, Kemi. Musa has also shared. Wow. Thank you so much, Musa. God bless you. Great. Copy the YouTube link. Share. Thank you, Dr. Stephen. Great. So if you're ready for today, can you type in another 5? You're ready. You have your note already. You have copied the link. You have shared. God bless. Hey, that's the word. That's the word. So the flight is ready to kick off right now. The flight is ready to kick off right now. And I'm really pumped up about all the activities we have. Fantastic. The meetup says super ready. Fantastic. And Sika says, I'm ready. Good morning, Dr. Stephen. Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you so much, Dr. Stephen and the crew. God bless you. Yes. Thank you. Because see, there's a lot of sacrifice. One of the strengths of wealthy people is sacrifice. One of the strengths of the wealthy people is sacrifice. How hungry are you to see other people? How determined are you to see other people succeed? We're going to drop some nugget later in the day, but guys, Dr. Pajoel, Dr. Jamie is already on already, and we're ready. So right now, the plane is taxiing. Right now, get ready. Put on your seatbelt, and we're good to go. Dr. Jamin, are you on the call? Amazing leader, top leader, successful, amazing personnel that everyone is really longing to hear from today. I want to be sure he's on the call.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good to have you on today, Doctor.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. We can't wait to hear from you today, from the wealth of knowledge you've acquired over the years. I know you're a principled man, and not just about being principled, you also have the activities to implement those principles. And that is what we are ready to take in full today. The audience are pumped up when they saw the flyer that you're going to be speaking today, and we are all ready to hear from you. Come on, guys, with super excitement, joy. Everybody, can you put in some 777, put in your best emojis to welcome Dr. Jamil this morning as he shares from his heart to us. We are pumped up. Putting some emojis right now. The faster you do it, I can tell you it's going to be the room. Come on. Thank you so much, Ebitope. That was a fast one. Come on, guys. Let's drop that. Let's drop it. Thank you so much. Doctor, can you take it away? Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much for that amazing section and creating the energy in the room. Thank you so much. Good morning from here. Good evening from here. Good morning in Nigeria. Dr. Stephen, I honor you. Thank you so much. Kemi, I heard when your name was mentioned. It's good to have you here, Kemi. And to everyone joining us from different parts of the world. First of all, I think I love the fact that people have been keening into what has been going on for days now We're in the days of knowledge. Even the Bible said, it said, true knowledge shall the just be delivered. And that's because knowledge is an acquisition of information. And information is a journey. It's a journey into discovery. And discovering is daily, not in a day. It means that every day there is something for us to know. There's something for us to learn. And I'm learning from you. You are learning from me. And together we are growing. I'm excited to speak on the topic that has been given to me today because it aligns so much with what I have practiced over the years. For those who don't know me, my name is Dr. Pajoel. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Canada. And today we're going to be learning on a topic that I love so much: purposeful business. Purposeful business. Basically talking about how do we get to align profitability with positive impact. It's so important because we live in a time and a season where people do all kinds of things just to make money. The desire to make more money, to be wealthy, it's increasing day by day. We live in a time where people wake up in the morning and all they are looking for is what story is going to trend today. Even if it's going to cause someone to go into depression, as long as they get likes and comments, as long as they get paid by YouTube, as long as they get paid by Facebook, as long as Instagram is paying, they don't care if someone or if a family is going to suffer the consequences of their actions. We live in a time where people are doing all manner of things just for the purpose of getting money, revenue, income, wealth, that we all at some point one day we will all have to also forget about it and leave this world. I love this topic so much because it's a call for us to rethink. And at the end of today's section, you are going to make a decision, and that decision will be for you to decide what kind of a person you want to be going forward. What kind of a person do you want to be going forward? I made that decision many years ago. A decision not to be a businessman, but a business leader. Sometimes when you see maybe in Nigeria or in different part of the world and you see security government agencies discovering people who are producing maybe fake drugs or fake drinks, have you ever called to you that there are some of them are our fathers and mothers. Some of them are people who go to churches every Sunday. They have special seats. Some of them are being recognized in the society in a very special way. But yet, some of them are responsible for why people die on a daily basis. And that's because we got into a point where people now do anything. And if there are people you should never associate yourself with, there's people who can do anything for money. Dr. Stephen said the other day that there's nothing wrong with money, but it's for the love of money. When it becomes a controlling factor that is controlling you instead of it becoming a tool for advancement, for us to be able to achieve greater results in life. And so there are two key words that we have to look at today: purpose and business. Purpose and business. Purpose and business. Are there billionaires that you know? They are billionaires. They have houses and cars, and yet they don't inspire you. If you know anyone, just type yes. Are there billionaires, wealthy people you know? They have houses and cars, but yet there's nothing inspiring no inspiration coming from them. I know a lot. And I know you know a lot. In our society, they are everywhere. You see their cars, you see their houses, but yet there's nothing inspiring about them. Somehow I realized that my attachment to people in the last 10 years changed. Suddenly I realized that I'm not attracted to billionaires, but I'm attracted to inspiring billionaires. There are two different set of people. I realized in the last 10 years that I'm not being moved by the things that I see. I'm not too attracted or attached to people who just have money. I'm more attracted, more inspired, attracted to individuals, billionaires, that wealthy people, that their life can inspire hope, courage, determination, resilience. These are the people that I in the last 10 years, I've acquainted myself to. The word purpose, it's not something new to you. The word business is not something new to you. But if there is one thing we all are going to take home at the end of this section is, again, you're going to decide what kind of a person do you want to be going forward. Now, the question will be, do you want to be a businessman, a woman, or do you want to become a business leader? The difference can be found in intention and drive. And for a businessman or woman, is driven solemnly by profit. That's why some businessmen and women can go to China and tell them to put a powder together and produce it as paracetamol for people to drink. Pure business men and women. As long as it brings money, they are ready to do anything, even if someone's life is at stake. So that decision is something that you are going to make. Whether you want to be just a businessman or woman, or whether you want to become a business leader. A business leader also cared about profit, but also is also very much interested in enabling, not just in doing. A businessman cares so much about doing business. A business leader focuses on enabling while also making profit. Enabling people to thrive, enabling the environment to be in good condition. But a pure businessman or woman just focuses on doing. Why a business leader cares about the environment while doing business. Why a business leader also cared about the impact of his or her actions to people, to planets, and to everyone around. We live in a time where it is no longer a thing. It seems like our consciousness is declining every day. There is this consciousness deficit that is on the decrease. And people are now willing to do anything, including sell and package fake product. Nigeria, as of today, and all the African country is suffering from what? Trust deficit. The same person who will tell you that this product is good, the moment money exchange hand, it becomes a different thing. One of my friends that recently purchased a product in Nigeria is now currently threatening them with police case. Just it's a case of what you order versus what you got. And so we're now dealing with an issue where people no longer trust each other because we now have people who are doing business, not enabling. Because we now have more businessmen and women in the society versus business leaders who should care about profits and also care about the impact they are making in the society. So at the end of today, you have to decide what kind of a person do you want to be, whether you want to be a businessman or woman, or whether you want to become a business leader. That decision has to be made. It is very important for you to understand that every purpose is personal, but not private. Every purpose is personal, but not private. Just like politics, they say it's of personal interest, but public office is not a personal interest. That's why it's used, the word public is there. So purpose is personal, but not private. It simply means that the moment you are able to find your purpose and connect it to your business, it means that you are no longer just an ordinary businessman, but a business leader with a business philosophy. It simply means that your life, you're not just existing, but you are living. There's a difference between existing and living. So I believe that this section, we have people who are already business people, business leaders. We have also people who also aspiring to go into business. It's very important that at the end of the day, before you even start your business, you have to define what's going to be your business philosophy. Because at the end of the day, that is what is going to drive you. In your business philosophy, we entails the value system that guides your actions and behavior. Many years ago, I was so curious about getting there. When I get there, can I announce to you something? There is no place called there. There is no place called there. Because when you get there, your mind will tell you again that, oh, you need to get there. That was how I now decided what fulfillment will mean to me. Oh, you want to buy a house, and then suddenly you've gotten it. The joy lasts for just a few moments, and then it becomes outdated. Then you're not looking for another thing. So purpose cannot be found in getting more money. Fulfillment cannot be found in getting more money. Fulfillment can only be gotten when you have found the meaning. The meaning. You know why some billionaires commit suicide? It's not lack of money. It's not lack of cars and houses. The moment, may you not get there because it's a war zone to be, where you have enough to afford anything that you want. But yet it looks like as if something is missing. It's not a good place. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. That zone is not healthy. Where you can afford anything. You can afford private jet. Yet you're sad. That's when you now know that fulfillment can only come when you have found when you attach meaning to life. This is so important because almost all of us are in that quest of getting there, like we want to get there. And I'm here to announce to you that there is no place called there. It's only a season, a phase. You get there and then there's another there. And then you keep wondering, when am I going to get there? The joy. You see, many years ago, about 15 years ago, I wrote my life statement that my life is an invitation to contribute and not to consume. Life, this is my own definition. And so you have to also define yours. My own life, it's an invitation to contribute and not to consume. And this mantra has been driving me for years. That's why the moment I meet someone today, the first thing I'm thinking of is, what can I contribute? No, what can I take? But what can I contribute? Not what can I do, what can I, because we have a lot of consumers. That's why you still have some wealthy people in political places stealing money, and then you're asking, what is the problem? The problem is what? Is in perspective, is in the definition of life. That's where the problem is. And so when you take that mindset into business and you build an institution that is driven by what? By consumption. You are heading to a destination that will be so unhealthy at the end of the day. So the question is, do you want to be a businessman or woman, or do you want to be a business leader? Come on, let's go. Type. Which one do you want to be? Do you want to be a businessman, a woman, or do you want to be a business leader? Whatever choice you're going to make today is what is going to drive you. That's what that should drive you. I want to be a business leader because I don't want to live just an ordinary life of a wealthy man. It's boring. They say it's lonely at the top. That's because people go there alone. When you take people along with you, it cannot be lonely. If it's lonely at the top, it's because we have few people who are going there alone. It's like a man who builds a mansion somewhere at the courtyard and only you stays there. It's going to be lonely. You want it to be a thriving place. Open up and bring in people. And some of the actions I'm taking today, I'm taking those actions because I have seen the future. I'm not a prophet, but I see. I see far. And when I see things, they happen. I've already seen it. That's why I am intentionally building people so that I will not be lonely at the top. Last year, August, I did something that nobody in the history of my state has ever done it. Not even past or present state government. I challenged myself. I did something remarkable. Many years ago, I caught that vision that one day I'm going to take 27 people from 27 local governments and sponsor them for international trip outside of Imo State. People that have never traveled before. August last year, I took 27 people. I didn't do that project because I have all the money. No, it was a fight. But I was glad that I did it. It was painful. Just like our uncle said, the hallmark of great people is sacrifice. It's always painful, but it ends up being gainful at the end of the day. 27 people, one from each local government. Intentionally building people so that I will not be lonely at the top. Because when money joins with meaning, you will see the true beauty of life. This is so important because you might be at the stage where you are in life right now. You say, oh, I'm not there yet. You will get there. Then you realize that there is no place called there. It's just a phase. It's just a phase. The world is so in need of business leaders. We have too many men, businessmen and women. We have them in the educational sector. These are the people that we take money meant for to develop the educational system and hold it. Our institution is decaying because we have too many selfish people in the system. What kind of a person do you want to be? I'm at a stage in my life where I am not, you see, I'm a happy man. Nothing missing, nothing broken. If I die today, I will die smiling. Because I defined purpose, what it means. It's not in the acquisition of wealth, but in the interpretation of life. So, you are a business person. That's why I love what GTEx and Dr. Stephen is doing. Was it yesterday or so, they went to prison. I read what he wrote about people just because of 100,000 naira, they have been in prison. Just because of 100,000. And Dr. Stephen went there and was able to bail them out. Tell me, do you think that such people will ever forget? Even if they don't remember. Because I'm one person that when I am investing in people, I don't invest. I'll tell you upfront that my reward is not from you. I am being paid daily by God in different ways. Do you think that those people will forget? Because of 100,000. So had it been that Dr. Stephen didn't go there, they will still be in prison by now. Do you want to be a businessman or woman, or do you want to be a business leader? That's the question again. Can we all get to that point where what drives us, it's also not just profit, but positive impact? Can there be some level of meaning to life? Or is life just about driving cars? You know, I was telling someone, I said, I live in Canada, life is good. I don't pay house rent, I don't pay mortgage here. I'm a good boy. Sometimes I wish I can wear 5 rings, you know, and be playing the car, say, yeah, man, what's up, nigga? But I realized that that's not my lifestyle. Life is more than the desire to make money.
There is more to it. And that more to it can only, there's a song that I love so much. This little light of mine, I am going to let it shine. You see, that song taught me a lot. Sometimes we think, among the young people in Nigeria, we only think that it's rich people that have something to give. And that's a wrong impression. That's a wrong impression. That's why young people today, many young people don't understand the act of how to unlock doors with gifts. They don't understand it. That song said, though my light is lit so, but I will let it shine. Come on. It's little, but I'm going to let it shine. Daily, not in a day. I'm going to let it shine. Daily, not in a day. I live in Canada, but my impact in Nigeria is too much. If I do half of what I'm doing in Nigeria, in Canada, the Canadian government will send for me. I kid you not. But I ask myself a very simple question. I live in a country where light is not a problem. What problem do I want to solve here? Sometimes when I see them protesting against the government, I'm like, you guys have time. The best place to shine as a light is in the midst of darkness. That's the best place to shine, your light. In 2009, when feeding was still by faith, as of 2009, I was still in school then. My elder brother was the one paying my school fees. I would collect money from him, then I'll come back to school. I'll call students together. We will put 5,000 together, buy bags of rice as a student. In fact, my own brother was one training me. So I had no extra income. And then one day we went for community outreach. And we met this old woman. And then she looked at me and she said, in Igbo language, you will not be small in life. You see, people don't understand that there are levels prayer can never open. Sacrifice will open it. Take that from me. There are doors prayer cannot open. There are doors that only sacrifice can open it. When I did what I did in August, it was painful. Take that from me. But I told God one thing. I said, this will not go unrewarded. Not by these people, but by you. You're owing me. Or if you see where I'm talking to God like this, it's a negotiation. You're owing me. And less than 1 month, something happened, which when the time is right, I will make that announcement. Something happened, and I knew that it was one of those things that sacrificed what I did. Because the thing is, you see, you will always reap what you sow. It might not be where you sowed it, but you always reap what you sow. Always. It might not be at the time when you sow those things, but you always. Because the principles of seed time and harvest time can never be cut off. It always works. Always. Always. So it's very important that you and I align this desire for us to do what? For us to have more, more, and more, and more. There's nothing wrong with that desire, but there's everything wrong when it's not aligned with positive impact. There's a river called Dead Sea. The reason it's called Dead Sea is because it receives and doesn't give out. That's why it's called Dead Sea. And Dead Sea. And we have a lot of individuals. I say, what the greatest death is what dies in a man while he's still alive. Don't allow those positive impacts that you can make to die with you being alive. And when people see Dr. Stephen flying private jets, traveling and all over the world, but they don't know that there are seeds that are speaking for him. There are things he's doing. There are voices every night putting their knees on ground and praying for his safety. Aligning profitability with positive impact. God is a source. Men are the channels. And the source can never run dry. But sometimes channels can be closed. And people close that channel because of the kind of decision that they have made. That's why I want to ask you again, what kind of a person do you want to be? Is your channel open or is your channel closed? The greatest legacy is not what you leave for people, but what you leave in them. That's the greatest. If you leave houses, your children can wake up and, in fact, by the time they grow up, that house become old one. They just sell it. But what you leave in them will live forever. That's the greatest legacy. What you leave in people will live forever. What you leave in people, that's the greatest legacy. So every day of my life, you see, my wife has given up on me in a positive way. She has come to a point where she now loves the kind of person that I am. Because I got to this point in my life through positive impact. In 2014, I hosted a program for women in Lagos State. After that program, in fact, I woke up that morning and I will not lie. I woke up that morning and I heard that voice. I was trying to get my house right. I woke up that morning and I heard that voice, host a program for women. Now listen very carefully. You see, Abraham treated strangers not knowing that they were angels. Positive impact. I hosted that program in University of Lagos. I brought in what I consider then female mentors. That particular program was what God used to connect me and Dr. Linda, who is my wife today. There are some things that you do. It may not be convenient, but it's for your own comfort at the end. Life is intended to have a meaning. Because one day, you and I will grow old. Many people wish at their dying bed that they have the time, the strength. They wish they can go back and impact lives. One day, God told me something. He said, keep doing this thing, because in doing it, I don't forget when I said God said, I'm not telling you, hello, he said. No, there's a way. I have found a way to work with God in my own personal, unique way. So when I said God said, don't think that I heard, hey, Jeremy. When he put it in my heart, the next thing I will hear is advance, I move. But it always ends in what? In praise. 2018. You see, people, when you go on my LinkedIn now, you will see my picture with President Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Many people don't know how that event happened. 2018, I connected with someone. She was coming to Nigeria to do a community project. I left Lagos State. I went to Ogun State. I joined her in that project. I didn't even see her to collect thank you for coming. You see, there are some young people today that, in fact, if they volunteer and you have not done volunteer party, something is wrong. They're not coming next time. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. But it just tells you what, you see, you harvest the kind of seed you are planting. What was driving me at that time was not the financial reward. I was trying to expand my connection. Coming from a family where I was 10 years old when my dad and my mom had issues. 10 years. At the age of 10, I started selling orange. At the age of 11, I was sent to the north to serve my uncle. I was treated like a slave, but without the price. When I told him that I wanted to come back home, a statement was made. So you want to go back home and become a burden to your poor mother? The question is, where was home? Because when my father died, my uncle, who is a pastor, took the house. They said, according to tradition, when the first son dies before his father, the second son will inherit it. With 7 children, a pastor took it. I remember telling my people, I said, never fight for anything money can replace. And I said that to all of you. Never you fight for anything money can replace. If you go to my village now, the house that we built there, when people pass, they will be arguing. Some will say, no, this is a bank. It's not a house. How did I meet President Bill Clinton? It was through positive impact, engaging in community project. I didn't see that woman that day to even say, Jamie, thank you so much for coming. And I went back to Lagos with my friend. A few years later, I got a US visa. I said, I'm coming to US. He said, okay, when you're here, let me know. I arrived. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. I arrived US, and that day I called her and I said, I want to see you. And she said, her PA over the phone told her that, your itinerary is filled up for the month. She said, I must see Jamie today. Use the word must. We had that meeting while we were having breakfast. She said, Jamie, I have a gift for you. I said, okay. I thought it was a book. She picked up her phone, called President Bill Clinton, and said, my son is in town. I'm supposed to come and deliver a leadership. She was supposed to go and deliver a leadership speech, but I'm sending him to represent me. You see, there are things you do today that they may not connect to your profitability today, but they will speak for you tomorrow. So it's very important that it's important for us to be be profit conscious. Let's also not forget that through positive impact, we can expand our influence. Even brands can be accepted. I was speaking to someone the other day, and he was speaking good things about GTEx, connecting it to the work that they are doing, the foundation. You see, any brand that wants to be relevant today and tomorrow must capture the heart and minds of young people, because these are the generation that make things trend. So friends, let our desire for profit not be greater than our desire for positive impact. We will make the money. We will live a good life. We will drive nice cars. But don't ever think that that will bring you fulfillment. That would be a pure lie. It can facilitate good life, but fulfillment can only be found in meaning. And you can only find that when you have decided the kind of a person you want to be. So in our quest for more, let also not forget that there are individuals that have gotten where we are aspiring to be who are not happy. That's why these days I pray, the best prayer I pray is, whenever I'm wishing someone happy birthday, I said, I wish you greater success and happiness. Because I know that there's not all successful people are happy people. It's not all successful people are happy people. Are we learning anything at all? Meanwhile, just confirm if we have other people on this call, because
we have so many responses right there. People are excited, love energy here.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I guess it's I just want to make sure that people can hear me. So when I wish people happy birthday these days, that prayer, it's simple, but it's powerful. I wish you greater success and happiness. Because there are so many successful people who are not happy. They're not happy with their marriage. They're not happy with their kids. They're not happy with it. There's so many successful people who are not happy. So when you wake up in the morning, pray for greater success, but also pray for happiness. Also do what? Pray for happiness. So let this mind be in you going forward, that you can become a billionaire that inspires people, millions of people all over the world. That's the kind of person I want to be. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. My legacy, I want to be remembered as that man that invested in building people. You see, the president of Nigeria today, whenever I read about someone, an individual, I pick the ones I want. And I tell those, my mentee, and I say to them, don't ever think you're going to copy everything from me. Take the ones the ones you can get from me. Go to Dr. Stephen. There are many with him. Go to this person. Take. When I look at the president of Nigeria today, there's one thing even if you and I may not like him, but there's one thing you cannot take away from him. He has invested in people. You can't deny that. You cannot. He took his time and invested in people. You can't deny that from him. Even if you don't like, even if you say, oh, you wanted a young person, but you cannot deny the fact that he invested in people. Think about it as investing in buying shares. Think about it having shares with companies. As long as that company keeps growing, your shares keep increasing. Think about that concept as duplicating your vision, your ideas, becoming a source of inspiration to millions and thousands of people. In Nigeria right now, we have state presidents across Nigeria. We'll be giving the certificate of office in March. Those guys are my projects. In years to come, you will hear about them. They are my project. And I'm intentionally investing in them so that I won't go to the top lonely. If it's lonely at the top, it is because some great people went there alone. Are you learning anything at all? Moderator, do we still have more time?
No, sir.
All right.
We have 5 minutes
So,
of the assignment.
friends, I want to leave you with these few words today. Decide on the kind of person you want to be. Even when feeding was by faith, when my neck was still very long, today feeding is by choice. But I decided long ago the kind of person I wanted to be and how I want to die. I want to die smiling. So I hope that after today, you will decide to be a business leader, not just a businessman. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Wow, look at the smoke everywhere. Look at the smoke everywhere. Super excited. Dr. Jamil, always on point. We feel the energy. Thank you so much. That was apt. Come on, guys. What will you say to an amazing, selfless leader who has chosen to be on the people who are driven by purpose and not driven by money? Come on, guys, put in some fire emojis. That is the best you can do right now. Put in some thank you, doctor. Come on, guys, the best you can do right now is to appreciate. Don't forget, it's all about contributing. He said that he chose to be a contributor, and that's one of the secrets about the wealthy people. Thank you so much, Dr. Jamil. I'm really excited. That was a full detailed training. Thank you so much. Go with people. Be intentional. Build people, guys. There is no place called there. Come on, guys. It is a continuous journey. We need to keep driving it. We need to keep contributing. That is why you can see a lot of the wealthy people. There is really no bus stop. It is just all about reaching out, reaching out, reaching out. There are doors prayers cannot open. Okay, guys, you need to know that it is only sacrifice that can open it. The question for everyone listening to me globally today is, what sacrifice are you making? What sacrifice are you making? Hope you're not on the path of just accumulating wealth and you are not inspiring people. Remember that God is the source and men are the channels. Do you want men? Do you want your channels open? Help men. Come on, guys. How many men are you helping? How many people are you helping? Come on, guys. With that little of that you have, you can help a lot of people. Come on. That's so much for us. In almost all my notes, I have so much notes written here, and I'm really excited. Guys, as we round up this session, I want you to know that you should not just be a hearer, guys. Some of us on this call, you've listened to amazing trainings before now. You've listened to amazing fundraising conferences before now, but what I've discovered is that a lot of people are not putting to work what they are going to be doing. For about 5 seconds, everybody on the call, can you type in what you're going to start doing right now? Let's go. We have just few seconds to do that. Type in few seconds what you're going to start doing right now. What you're going to start doing right now before we have just about few minutes break right now. Come on. Type in the word that really jump out to you right now. Think long term, help people, build people. Come on, let's go. Make impact. That is it. Sacrifice. Musa, sacrifice. I will invest more in people. Let that word jump out in the comment box right now. Impact is what I will start doing. Building people, helping people, shining my little light. That's the word, guys. Building people. I will begin to put more energy in investing in people. Come on, guys. Be deliberate. And I'm really, really pumped up about this already. Impacting life. I'll start sacrificing. Really, really good to go. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. We're going to have a 3-minute break right now. Stand up on your feet. Pull up your phone on. Make sure you're still with your gadget, and let's stretch. We're going to be having a short 3-5 minute break right now. Hope the crew is ready to play our video. GTEx Holding, are we ready? Are we good with that? So that
Embark
we
on
can
an
come
extraordinary journey at the proposed Jasper Estate, Katy, where luxury meets legacy. Our esteemed guests witness the splendor of our estate, creating unforgettable moments. Seize your opportunity with easy investing. For non-U.S. entities, Step 1. Log in at www.gtexthomesusa.com. Step 2. Click Invest Now. Step 3. Fill out your KYC. Step 4. Make a payment. Minimum investment is $10,000 USD for U.S. entity accredited investors. Step 1. Log in at www.gtexthomesusa.com. Step 2. Click Invest Now. Step 3. Complete your KYC. Step 4. Make a payment. Minimum investment is $50,000 USD. Got questions or ready to elevate your lifestyle? Contact us at +1 443 790 3925 or visit info@gtexthomesusa.com. Jasper Estate. Katy is a place where every detail reflects your journey to luxurious living.
Ignorance is not a demon. You cannot cast it out. Ignorance is not a demon. You cannot cast it out. So prayer cannot deliver you from ignorance. So you need to get that very clear. You cannot pray your way out of a problem you behaved your way into. You cannot pray your way out of a problem you behaved your way into. So because we have a lot of shallow Christian, mentally lazy, physically lazy, Bible you don't go read, book you don't go read, message you don't go hear, you want to blow. We don't blow in this kingdom, we grow. If you blow up, you scatter, you disintegrate. If you grow up, you will stay up. If you jump up, you come down, you grow up, you stay up. So in this kingdom, you have to be a student of the word, a student of the word. If you don't know, you don't know. You don't know, you don't know. If you cannot drive, I cannot anoint you to drive. I can't anoint you to be a pilot. I cannot anoint you to be a medical doctor. So let's stop all this religious nonsense. You need knowledge. God says, I've given you the power to get where it is. I've given you the choice to choose whether you want to become. Anywhere you are today is your choice. Whatever you are going through right now is your choice. He said that I know what I'm talking about. Where you are today is a function of the choices and the decisions that you made yesterday.
Join us tonight for the Global Believers Wealth Conference at 7 p.m. Register on www.stephenakintayo.com/BWC. In the world's foremost online wealth university, learn how to build your finances through several profitable businesses. Learn how to start and build a business into a successful global company. Learn how to trade Forex, stocks, and crypto in the financial market. You can learn how to build a real estate empire like Dr. Temi Ajibewa, and even learn about e-commerce, public speaking, and digital marketing. With our new state-of-the-art mobile app, creating wealth by gaining knowledge is even easier. You can now take your classes on the go and in multiple languages, interact with tutors, join an ongoing discussion, and expand your horizons. Download the Temi Akintayo University app today and start your journey to financial freedom.
That was apps, guys. Come on, if you have downloaded the Stephen Akintayo app, put in one on the comment box right now. So you see, one of the beauty about life is that you want to repeat the process again. If you have downloaded the app, put in one, put in one, put in one. You've downloaded the app. If you're on this call, everybody bring out your phone and download Stephen Akintayo University app right now. One of the beauty about it is that you are not just going to get the paid training, you're also going to get a lot of free training. So put in one if you have downloaded. Come on. Omoyeni says, I'm on it. Let's do that quickly. Let's do that quickly. Fantastic. Toby says, shout out to the IT guys. Well done. Fantastic. Thank you so much for appreciating. If you have downloaded the app, put in one. I want the app download to increase in the next 10 20 seconds. Put in one. If you have not yet downloaded it, type in 5 or type in wait for me. Link to the app. Just go to the Play Store right now. Thank you so much, Chris. Fantastic. Go to the Play Store or iOS store. Let's do that quickly before we take Q&A. Let's right now with Dr. Jamin. Thank you so much. Wait for me. I'm seeing a lot of wait for me. Go. Let's do that. We are just fantastic. Thank you so much. Kemi says downloading. Fantastic. I'm excited. I'm pumped up because, guys, it's all about repeating the process. We need to hear these trainings over and over again. And one of the beauty about Dr. Stephen's app is that you have so much for you. Woo! You have so much for you. Thank you so much. Type in Stephen Akintayo. You see Stephen Akintayo University Education. Just type in Stephen Akintayo. Good. I'm excited. Dr. Stephen Akintayo has us in mind. Yes, he's a sacrificial leader. I met him some years ago, and the rest is history. I'm a product of his sacrifice, guys. I'm a product of his sacrifice. Great. Dr. Jamin, are you ready for me? We have some amazing questions. Guys, do we have your questions? You want to drop that in the comment box. What is the name of the app? The name of the app is Stephen Akintayo University. Stephen Akintayo University. We have two apps, basically. We have Stephen Akintayo University, and we also have Stephen Akintayo Consulting. Download the two. There are a lot of trainings that will help you. Not on App Store. Yes, please. Is the app on iOS? No, it's on Play Store. Kindly help me confirm. Is the IT team, is he on iOS? I can see it on Android here on Google Play Store right now. I can't search on this other phone right now. Put in your questions right now. Thank you so much. We are seeing some great. Putting your question in the Q&A session for Dr. Jam. I'm going to bring him up right now, but I want every one of us to download the app. Is there yes, you can put a space in between. Just search for Stephen Akintayo. Don't put doctor. Just Stephen Akintayo and you'll be good. Thank you so much. And if you're interested in any of the products, you want to make sure you call the customer care number, which will be dropped in the comment box also, so that we can get that. So we only have that on Play Store, please, not on iOS. Thank you so much. Dr. Jamin, are you there? We have some deep questions for you.
I'm here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for what you do. I'm excited. Good connecting with you. We have the first person we have here says, please, sir, if one realizes that probably along the line of growing, developing oneself, one had unintentionally sown careless seeds, how could one break free from that and also to right the wrong? So this is what somebody's telling us. He started while he was growing, he realized that he has sown careless seeds and he wants to correct his wrong and his past. Okay, go ahead, take it away, sir.
All right, thank you so much. I wish I can know what that seed represent. Let's take, for example, if let's say you didn't manage relationships very well, right? And then you're looking at how do you go back and amend those relationships. So I wish if it's possible for me to know exactly what that seed represents so that we don't just answer based on head knowledge, but based on wisdom, right? But let's generally say that, okay, you've done some certain things in the past that you were not proud of, and then now you want to be able to start doing the right thing, right? First of all, you are a Christian, and I believe you're a Christian, and then you understand that um, any day man wakes up is his morning, whether night's new or then when we're small, sometimes still kids, you sleep in the evening, you wake up in the evening, and you say, "Mommy, good morning." Right? So what it simply means is that you can decide today and right now and decide, okay, this is how I want to start doing things going forward. And if it's possible for you to amend those things that you've done in the past, maybe you need to reach out to someone, maybe there's a call you need to make, right? And first of all, as long as there's a willingness in your heart, you've decided, okay, that going forward, right? So why sometimes you cannot go into the past to repair the past, but you can recreate the future, right? Sometimes it becomes difficult for you to repair the past, but you can create the future. You can recreate the future. Although I was telling someone that I say, even if I make any mistake in life today, right, and I'm to live like 100 years, I say I still have time. I'll correct to correct my mistakes, right? So you might not be able to repair the past, but you can recreate the future. And because you can recreate the future, I would say that first you focus on recreating the future going forward, right? Then if it's possible for you to amend or repair the past, give it a try. But if peradventure it's impossible, right? Don't get stuck in the past. Concentrate on recreating the future going forward, the kind of person you want to be going forward.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dr. Jame. I'm pumped up about that. Thank you so much. So we'll just take two more because of our time. Sir, due to the state of the nations at the moment, what's your opinion about it for youth now? Do you think traveling out might promote one's fulfillment of purpose because of the striving system over there?
Okay, thank you so much. I'm qualified to answer that topic if I had overqualified because because I operate in Nigeria and then I live here in Canada, right? And I always like to say this, that Canada didn't make me who I am today. Canadian government cannot take the credit. The resilient spirit, the determination, the critical thinking skills, that I have today, ability to process things within seconds and come up with solution. I didn't receive it by laying of hands. Neither did I receive it by living in Canada, right? It was development, even when I was in Nigeria. I was in Nigeria when President Bill Clinton sent for me. Right? Now, do I believe in migration? I believe in migration. That's why some of us we left our villages and we went to town. Some left town to another states. So migration is part of life. It's not a sin. It's not a crime. Migration opens you up to worlds of possibilities. When you travel, you learn things. You learn other places. You learn their culture. You understand you build right network. Right. However, these things must be done with planning. The day we decided, my wife decided that, okay, we want to take this step. That was not the day we made it happen. It took time. Planning is key. Planning is key. Planning is key.
Planning is not just some people. So when we get to the bridge, we will cross it. How will you get to the bridge through ignorance? You can't get there. So you must be able to equip yourself with information. So I see people these days, they want to travel, they have the interest to travel abroad, right? Let me tell you something. You can live in Canada and still be struggling mindset wise. Wow. Because these growth mindsets, you can't receive it by laying of hands. You can't receive it by traveling to Canada, right? If you have a mindset in Nigeria, it will cross airports with you. If you have a growth mindset anywhere you are, right? Wherever you put me today, just make sure I have my brain. I tell you, I will create things. So I believe in migration. I believe in traveling, right? Why am I in Canada? Because I love the system. 95% of my job is to think. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm creating, I'm designing. I love that private environment, right? Where I love that environment that is cool and calm. I love system and structure. So I am here, but my work majorly, it's in Nigeria, right? So you must be able to understand what you're going there to do. Otherwise, I mean, if you want to go get a global education, but let's this mindset of you want to just jackpot to get a better life. Who created it? Do you have a better life created waiting for you? The answer is no. So it means that there is nothing wrong with traveling. Traveling opens up access to opportunity, but you want to make sure that first of all, you become a person of value, because if you're not resourceful, even if they put resources in your hand, it will not work.
Wow. If you are not resourceful, even when they put resources in your hand, it will not work. Okay, guys, that was all we can take. We are already eating into other speaker session, and I'm really excited and pumped up, Dr. Jammeh, for what you've done. You've ditched out so much. We have a lot of questions, guys. What you can do is to kindly put it in the comment box, and in the course of the training, Dr. Stephen can touch some of the questions if he covers the areas he's already speaking about. But because of time right now, we want to appreciate Dr. Jammeh, and everyone, you need to do me a favor right now. You want to screenshot Dr. Jammeh's session. Doctor, you want to, I'll bring you up shortly. Everybody just screenshot your phone, screenshot on your laptop, and put that on your Instagram. Put it on your Instagram and share your experience. Now, what you're going to do for me is to make sure you share that testimonial. Somebody said in one of the comments said that yesterday, after listening to one of the speakers, he went outside and got a new shop to extend his business. That is action. And I'm pumped up about that. I want to see more of that testimonials today. And when I'm coming up in the evening, I want to read your testimonial. Like I want to read your testimonial. So make sure you put in that testimonial right there and put in the hashtag GBWC, okay? GBWC 2024. Hashtag GBWC, and another hashtag is GBWC 2024. So share all the nuggets, share your testimonials with any from all the past events. We want to read out your testimonials in the evening, and I'm really going to be doing that for you guys. So make sure you're doing that quickly. If you have not downloaded the app, make sure you do that again. We're going to drop the hashtags in all the comment section on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on Zoom. What will be your parting word before I bring in another speaker right now, Doctor? So while he's speaking, everybody screenshot. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Go ahead, Doctor. Okay, your audio, sir.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Just your last the last straw that I want to give out. Great.
All right, so to everyone, I really want to say this. I wish we could take more questions, but there's no time. I mean, you can connect with me on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and then we can always have some chat, right? At the end of the day, I want you to know there's something I always say. Say, my name is Jamie Pajoel. Nothing is too big for my mind and nothing dies in my hand. I want you to say that wherever you are and put your name. Can we go? 1, 2, go. My name is Jamie Pajoel. Nothing is too big for my mind and nothing dies in my hands. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Good to have you on, Dr. Jamil. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon. Have a great and pleasant day. Come on, guys. What will you say to Dr. Stephen? Everybody put in some energy. This has been an amazing 5-day back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Everybody, let's put in some emojis right now. And right now, I'm going to be bringing up my coach, my mentor. Our path crossed some years ago, about 7 years ago. And guys, it has been an amazing time. I was able to move my company to where it is right now. He has been a role model for me. I've been connecting since that time. And the mystery about life, you need to know that if the devil wants to get you, he uses people. If God wants to save you, he uses people. I remember this was the kind of training I was listening to in 2014, 2015, and I had a reset. And that is why I'm really pumped up to anchor this meeting, that you can also reset again and again. So with great joy, I want to bring up my coach, my mentor, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, to take us further into this session. You guys need to put in some strong emojis. The faster you do that, the better we're going to be having him. Come on, let's go.
Dr. Stephen Akintayo is Africa's most influential investment coach. He is a member of the Forbes Business Council and a recipient of several prestigious awards, including the Forbes Best of Africa, Leading Investment Coach and Real Estate Mogul by Forbes Best of Africa Award. He is the chairman of G-Text Holdings and the founder of Stephen Akintayo Foundation. G-Text Holdings is the mother company of 11 subsidiaries with a highly innovative and young workforce. These subsidiaries include G-Text Homes, G-Text Land, Stephen Akintayo Foundation, G-Vest, G-Text Farms, G-Text and Associates, G-Text Academy, G-Text Soft, G-Text Hub. G-Text Holdings has several branches in Nigeria, which include Lagos State, Ibadan, Abeokuta, Asaba, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. Other offices are in Dubai, the UK, and the US, and the company plans to extend operations to other African countries like Ghana, Rwanda, and Uganda. Dr. Akintayo Real Estate Firm has a plan to build 25,000 green and smart homes with golf courses, polo clubs, mall, hotel, hospitals, schools, and universities across Africa by the year 2035, and control another set of 25,000 properties outside of Africa, with a total real estate asset worth $40 billion by the year 2035. Dr. Stephen Akintayo is also the host of the Global Property Brokers Conference, the largest brokers conference in Africa. Now renamed the Global Wealth Festival, several renowned speakers like Grant Cardone, Ryan Serhant, Dr. John Maxwell, and others have been brought on the platform. Dr. Akintayo has hosted some of the world's most renowned speakers on his platforms like Robert Kiyosaki, Brian Tracy, Les Brown, Dan Locke, Tobi and Temi Arayomi, Tobi Arayomi, and several others. He is the host of the Investment Chat in a Rolls-Royce, which teaches people about different investment opportunities around the globe. Learning Luxury Show, a show that educates on the benefits of owning luxury and monetizing it. A Big Talk Show, aimed at enlightening youths and the general public on election-related issues in order to build the new Nigeria. He is also the host of the Billionaire Habits podcast, Burj Khalifa series in Dubai. You can watch them on the Billionaire Habits podcast. Dr. Stephen is also the author of 42 books. His latest are The Billionaire Habits for Pastors, Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs, and Becoming a Billionaire Land Banker. All his books can be found in Dr. Stephen's books. To book him for speaking engagements, email ejstephenakintayo.com and contact the number on your screen for more inquiries.
Hey guys, good to be here. Good morning, everyone. I want to thank our first speaker. That was a powerful conversation. That was very inspiring, very motivating. How many of you are motivated by Dr. Jamie Pajoel session. Come on, type, I'm motivated, I'm inspired. Okay, and are you excited also about our anchor for today? Mr. Maiwa will be okay. Help me celebrate them. You know, Maiwa is always saying type 5555. You know, so let me celebrate both of them. Amazing, amazing people. Today, we want to continue our conversations. I have been taking several sessions. Today, I'm looking at excerpts from the book, The Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs. Everybody type Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs. Can we all type it? Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs. Okay? We have to know that entrepreneurs who build a multi-billion corporation have certain qualities, unique, exceptional, and if you don't pick the qualities and pick the habits, you will never get to where you need to get to. And I've often shared again and again and again that what you and I need is not money, it's the habits we need first. Okay? We need the habits first. Are we together now? We need to build the habit for wealth. It's not just, oh, I want to be wealthy. So, Stephen, how do I become a billionaire? Well, why not start with the habits of billionaires? Then you'll be on your way to becoming a billionaire. So my book is not how to be a billionaire. My book is on how to have the habits of billionaires. And that's okay, because your habit determines your decisions. Your decisions determines your destiny. Let me say it again. Your habits determines your what? Your decisions, and your decisions determines your destiny. So it is the habits that you pick up that ultimately influence your decisions, and it's the decisions that you act on or things you take that determines how rich you are. So you shouldn't be angry about whether I'm a billionaire or not a billionaire. The question is, do I have the habits of billionaires? Right? And in today's slide, we're looking at habits of businesses, founders of businesses that eventually, are multi-billion businesses, whether in Naira, whether in dollar, whether in whatever country you are, and whatever currency of the country you reside. The first thing is we need to identify entrepreneurs with billionaire habits. We need to know that the first thing they do, and you should note this down, they engage in mutually beneficial relationship. Okay, everybody type it. They engage in mutually beneficial relationship. One thing I have noticed about poor people is selfishness. Have you noticed that as well? Okay? It's so bad that some people can never, it's even an addiction. Okay? Consider other people when they are making decisions. Everything is all about them. Does it favor me? What's the need for me? What do I get? What comes to me? Is me, all around it. Okay? Dr. Stephen, can I get grants? Can I get this? They've not given me a grant. Somebody did an event. Okay? This event has cost us millions to host. Millions. Right? And whether I give you grant or not, what was important is that your mindset is changing. And he shared a lot of his life stories with you of how nobody gave him grant. Nobody gave me. Till today, I'm yet to get one grant from anybody in this world. Okay? One grant. And yet, what God wants me to be, he didn't, no man can take it. And I've come so far. What God has done through my life and business, those who got grants are not there. It's not grant that makes people. It is wisdom that does. It's not grant. What will determine your destiny in the next 12 months is not whether you get grant or not. It's whether your mind shifts. It's whether you build habits of successful people. That's what will turn your life around. But you need to know that those who become billionaires, the first thing they build is mutually beneficial relationship. They ask themselves, okay, so I want to, be Dr. Stephen's friend. What exactly am I bringing into the relationship with Dr. Stephen? Okay, I want to be friends with Mr. Mayo Olabi. What exactly am I bringing into the relationship with Mayo Olabi? Okay, I want to be friends with this person. Oh, I think I need to meet Dr. Cosmas Maduka. No problem. Why not? He doesn't mind meeting you too. But what is in it for us? I often get people chat me online. So, Stephen, I want to have meeting with you. I want to meet you now. I want to meet you. Oh God, do I want to? What will make me to want to also meet you? This thing has to be mutually beneficial now. You cannot be a parasite to my life. I have problems too. Problem is not customized to anybody. No human being has the monopoly of problem. We all have it. Billionaire or not, common man or rich man, president or not, every mortal man has a problem. Everybody has a problem. That is one thing we have in common. So stop customizing your own problem. Stop living life as if you are the only one that has issue. And then you see people, oh, you see, there's no man to help me. Okay, all of us don't have anybody to help us. All of us. Okay, we are all in the same problem. We are all in the same situation of looking for help. Right? That's why that song, there is something that makes me come into your presence, my helper. Let's all sing it together. Come on. There is something that makes me come into your presence, my helper. You are my helper, oh, my helper, my helper, oh, my helper. You are my helper, oh, my helper. You are my helper, oh, my helper. There is something that makes me come into your presence, my helper. Right? God is the only helper of man. God. Can I shock you? Even God is tired of parasitic children. God. Why is it that God called some people his friend? David, my friend. David, a man after my heart. Why? Why did God say that? Okay? Because unlike most of us, that the only thing we're always asking for, the only thing we're always looking for, okay, is what we will get. David was not like that. David was also conscious of what God needs to get. What does God like? Praise, worship. David had the culture of praising God and worshiping God. So David's relationship with God was mutually beneficial. Everybody else is going to God with, God, help me. God, give me something. God, what will you do for me? God, you are not fair. God, see how you treated this person. God, some people will even be practicing jealousy of another man with God. Can you believe that?
Preach it, sir.
When,
Preach it, sir.
when he told you that jealousy is bad, you will still be doing, you even become, you will be committing the crime, inviting God into the crime. God, see Mayowa, see how you decorated his life, and see my own life. And is Mayowa even wiser? Is it better? And what exactly do you see? And you are committing. And God is like, You even the jealousy, you know, you are even inviting me to the jealous conversation. Hey, are we together? So it's important to know that if you want to be a billionaire, start by saying, from today, anybody I want to meet, I must think of what is in it for them. Why will they want to meet me? What can I offer them? Don't go there and begin to say, and I've seen so many of that every day. I'm pressured from left and right. Let me tell you this. They said some rich people are suffering depression. Let me tell you the truth. Some of them is poor people that caused it. I'm telling you this, and I'm telling you this for at some point in my life, I almost began to feel depression. Two things saved me. And I'll tell you why I started feeling depression. After I realized certain people, Dr. Stephen, you're everything to me. God has used it for me. And then 6 months later, the same people backstab, the same people, betray. People who used to know us will even say, this man helped you. Say, no, don't mention his name. Don't mention his name. Nobody, he didn't help me. And then you are wondering, are they suffering from amnesia? I don't understand. Should I play the video back to them again? Of the same person. Right? I knew somebody who used to work with us. He told all the staff, he said, when I left Dr. Stephen, thinking I would go and do things, at the end of the day, I ran into trouble. The business partner I had eventually even put me in jail for 6 months. Dr. Stephen took me back, nursed me back into good self-esteem. He said, this company, GTEX, I'm never leaving. He told everybody. He was the first to leave. At some point in my life, I started feeling like, oh, Jesus. I mean, is everybody out to just use me and you? Like, what kind of life? So let me tell you today, the reason why some rich people are not fulfilled has nothing to do with maybe they did something bad. Some is that they just realize everybody is out to milk and extort and take and take and take and take. I met a billionaire once, okay, very rich man, and he had just lost his wife. And by the time I got to his house to greet him, I mean, there were many people there, many people who are there. But can I shock you? I was the only one that came with a gift. The only one out of the many people that came. And so some of you now, you see me, some powerful people, you will be, Dr. Stephen is so lucky. I think it must be these people that help him. I think they are the ones. I think if you ask those people, they will tell you, aside giving cancer, they've not given me one dime. Despite that, they are way, way richer than I am. You know why? I never went to them for what I could get. From day one, I started that relationship. Me that I'm not as rich as them, I'll package something. I will go with something. I will send something. I have an envelope somewhere. I have a gift somewhere. And I know they are richer. Yes, but I also know that everybody is after what to grab from them. I know that. There is no powerful person I know in my life that I call. I don't care whether governor, president, former, call, that is afraid of picking my call because he thinks, Stephen is about to ask me for something. I know. The reason why he's calling, he wants to ask for something. There's no one. Okay? Are we learning? If we're learning type, I'm learning. We're talking of habits. So you are interested in growing a business. You want your business to start doing billions. Well, anytime you meet someone, think of win-win relationship. I once met a minister in Abuja. We were in the same hotel and we took the same elevator. It was just the two of us. Right? Just the two of us. And I greeted him, he greeted me. And all through while we were in that elevator, I kept asking myself, what can I do for this minister? What can I do for this minister? Because I did not find. Now, what do I need from the minister? I had plenty. In fact, I had more than 10 in terms of what I needed. But I kept thinking, I have learned this, and please, let's start the culture. I have learned that I am no longer doing any relation with anybody without thinking, what am I bringing to the table? And because that day, I could not quickly pick up while we were in the elevator what I could do for Mr. Minister. Do you know, it ended at just greeting. I never reached out to him to say, sir, I need your help in this area. Because once I cannot figure out what I can do for someone, I must not ask them to do something for me. It means if I do that, then I'm entering into a parasitic relationship. And we're entering into a win-lose relationship. I'm entering into a relationship where it is only good for me and it is not good for them. And such relationships don't last. Because it's a matter of time. People will soon discover that you are just using them. And you see, nobody is angry with you using them. Because if you are not used, you won't be useful. But what people hate is when all that you focused on was just to use them. And you didn't make yourself also available to be used. Are we learning? Or we're still not learning? Talk to me, guys. Don't use people without making yourself available to be what? To be used. It has to be win-win relationship. It has to be mutually beneficial relationship. Now, I know it's difficult. I know. That's why most people don't do it. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware. Even to think through, what can I do for this man? Is work on his own. But I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, if you pick up this culture, it's only a matter of time. Your business will start doing billions. I'm telling you, and I'm speaking from experience, what we have tasted, what we have handled. There's nothing I'm teaching you now that I don't practice. And that's why I tell people I'm not a motivational speaker. I just teach what I have done. Right? I just teach what has worked for me over the years, what I've, like Paul will say, what our eyes have seen, what our hands have handled. Right? That's what I give you. I have come this far, that great people are proud to identify with Stephen Akintayo. Great people. They are proud to identify with Stephen Akintayo. You know why? Because Stephen Akintayo does not build a parasitic relationship. Nope. He's always thinking, what is the need for the other person? How can I make this relationship mutually what? Beneficial. Are we blessed? Come on, talk to me. Are we blessed? I'm still waiting for my slide to be sent. Joshua, can you send the slide to Jamu? Okay, Jamu can then send it to me, please. If Joshua is there or Jamu, you can reach out to Joshua. I think his network is always bad. So when he tries to send most of these slides, they don't attach properly. So if you can send, because I love to train with slide. Number 2, own multiple businesses, but focus on one. Number 2, secrets of billionaires. They own multiple businesses, but they focus on one. One of the major things I've noticed, ladies and gentlemen, okay, is that many do not focus on what? On a win-win. Many focus on too many businesses. So you are supposed to have owned many businesses, but you focus your attention on one. So I, for example, Stephen Akintayo, I own several businesses, but I have different CEOs that manage each of these businesses. Okay? And part-time, I focus on one. So, for example, 2024, what am I focusing on? I'm focusing on our media empire. Okay? That's my major focus. Right? We're about going big-time media. And that's my focus. But even with that big time media, I still have a CEO in charge. Right? I still have a CEO in charge. I said the new one he just sent still gave me error. Joshua, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I jam you. The new one he just sent gave me an error, and I just screenshot the error to him. Okay? That's the error the new one he resent just sent to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we're serious about building wealth, if we're serious about, becoming billionaires that we should be, then we must take seriously the subject of focusing on one business per time. Do you know that many of us that are struggling, that's our problem, right? You're trying to do too many businesses at the same time. Meanwhile, you don't even know that really real businessmen, real billionaires are trying to run away from actually running any business. Okay? They just want to own equity and get return on investment. So many of us, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman, and all that move has gotten us poorer, right? Hustle has gotten us poorer. Some of us, for example, were professionals, were not successful in our profession because our mind is divided. Our mind is very, very divided. And because our mind is very, very divided, we are not able to do well in our career. So they are not promoting your place of work because they know you are using your employer's time to be doing side hustle. So career, you are not making progress. Even the side hustle as well is not doing well. It's still not doing well. The side hustle that you say you're doing is still not doing well because your attention is just divided. You are everywhere. Meanwhile, what you should think of is equity, ownership, investment. My money should be working for me. Ultimately, even those who started business eventually want to retire from the business, yet let the business continue to give them money. So our theme for this year in our company is no limits, pure profit. So the goal this year is that all the companies that I own, they must do pure profit, clean, clear profit. And if they do profit this year, if they hit the target, today we are finalizing on everyone's target for the year, all the CEOs and the subsidiaries. They hit their target, they get extra 10% profit sharing. 10% of the profit is given back to them to share for doing a good job. If they exceed their target, they get 20%. The board also will get 5%. Okay? Me, Stephen Akintayo, shareholder who worked so hard to start the company in the first place. Okay? We'll get 30%. And then we'll put the rest back into the business again. So even people like us that you people are admiring, we're trying to exit our business. You now, you are saying, no. Yeah, MLM, I will do. Forex, I will do. Crypto, I will trade. Richard card, I will sell. Water, I'm selling. This one, I'm selling. And when they now ask you, why are you doing too many things? I want to be like Dr. Cosmos. I want to be like Dr. Stephen. But Dr. Cosmos is not the one running his company. Right? He's only giving leadership as the chairman of the company. Right? Dr. Stephen Akintayo is not the one running his company. He's only giving leadership, using his connection, using his influence, open more doors with people that matter, using his influence to open doors, even for the CEOs. But he's not the one doing day-to-day activity. I have not been sat down and be working from a physical office of any of my companies in the last 1 year. Right? Once I got new CEO, I only go to the office to motivate them and, the employees, and I leave. If I enter my office today, any of my offices, whether in Lagos or Abuja, I'm a celebrity. Every staff want to take picture because they don't see me all the time. Okay, Chama is here. Everybody, hey, selfie, selfie, selfie. Okay, so the question is, you must focus on one business at a time if you become a billionaire. Doing all these businesses, 20 business at a time, being scattered. We talked about focus the other time. Remember, under billionaire code. How many of you remember? Are you blessed this morning? If you're blessed, type I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Come on, talk to me, guys. If you're blessed, type I'm blessed. Number 3, billionaire habit for entrepreneurs. Okay, this will be of good help for you. Okay, use OPT. Some of you now, you cannot take a break for 1 month in your business. The thing will crumble. The thing will scatter. If you decide to go for 1 month, the thing will scatter. That is not how business is done. You must use other people's time. OPT stands for other people's time. Okay? You must, and this is why we keep saying this over and over again. You need to be faithful. Even if you are working for somebody today, because the seed you sow today, you reap tomorrow. If some of you go to your office, they are paying you salary. Yes, I know you claim the salary is not enough, but nobody can ever give you enough salary in this world. Even if they increase your salary today by 10, you only be happy for 6 months. Your needs will meet up in the next 6 months. So nobody, it's not about salary, it's about contentment. You will now go to work, use your employer's time, internet, office space to be doing side hustle. It is a sin. It's called stealing. It's ungodly. It's not godlike. It's not how we should be Christians. If you have a side hustle, do it outside of the office hours. Do it outside of the office hours. Live by example. Be a true Christian. You cannot be using the company's time. When a man decides to say, I am employing you and I'm paying you salary, what he has employed is your time. If you think what he's paying you is not what it, resign. Relationship is not by force, it's by choice. But you cannot be collecting the salary that you say is not enough. Yet, you are using your employer's time to be doing side hustle. You will soon need people to help you grow the so-called side hustle now. They will do the same to you. They will do the same to you. What you sow, you will reap. It's a matter of time. And it's the reason why we are struggling in the whole of Africa to build great empires, because many of us have sown bad seeds. So we too cannot get loyal employees as well. The people we're employing too are running down the business. They are stealing from us, and we're struggling to make the business succeed. Okay? We're struggling to make the business succeed. So it's very important, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very important to know that you must, as a matter of urgency, begin to build capacity to leverage other people's time. If you will grow a business that will be doing billions, it is a must. Everybody says a must. Because every business scale using other people's time. That's why we say every business scale with other people's time. Okay, every business scale. Every business scale with other people's time. Every man only has 24 hours. Every man or woman, you only have 24 hours. And for businesses to start doing billions of naira or billions of dollar or billions of whatever, let me say this. I'm yet to meet a billionaire in dollars that the company does not have at least 200 employees. It won't happen. No matter the kind of business you say you are doing, including if you're a celebrity, and you say you are making the money from billion, event planner, your manager, your media people, your press people, your crew, your bodyguards, your this, your that. I'm here to see a billionaire. So sometimes when I see some of you, and all these your motivational speakers who have never made 1 billion in their life teaching you how to be a billionaire, I just shake my head. Okay? I just shake my head because, and I'll tell you why I shake my head. The reason why I shake my head is because you're telling me something, and in reality, okay, I am wondering what you are saying does not even make sense. You see some motivational speaker telling you that, you should be, you are supposed to try and make money and become a billionaire, and that, you should reduce your employees. Well, sometimes you need to reduce, downsize and all of those things. That's normal. But many of them are teaching you to be a self-employed. And nobody becomes a billionaire by being self-employed. Not one, at least not in dollars. And I'm not talking of the dash you billions, because you and them, you are all corrupt, and politicians. That's not really legitimate way of becoming wealthy, right? We're talking of legitimate way to become wealthy. Everybody who became wealthy legitimately, okay, had to grow a business, and they had to leverage on other people's time. People had to go and work for them. It was the cumulative effort of all the various employees that eventually helped the company to begin to do those billions in turnover. So many of us are doing self-employment, and we say we are business people. You are not a businessman. You are self-employed. You are self-employed. For your business to really do well, you then have to get to the point, okay, of doing big time business, right? That is how this thing is done. Are we blessed at all? If we're blessed, type I'm blessed. Okay? What is next? These are habits of billionaires. So they use OPT, other people's time. They leverage on it for them to scale their business, right? Number next, quality people only. Everybody type quality people only. So a lot of times, many of us feel, oh, rich people are snobbish. Don't mind him. Is it not because God blessed him? Is it not because cha 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 cha? Let me tell you a story. This happened about 8 years ago. I did an interview in my office. Okay? And, we had sent out, the interview and all of that, and people came. And of course, the crowd was so many, those who came for the interview, so many. By the end of the day, in those days, I used to do interview myself. We got to this guy. It was now the turn of the guy. After he did his presentation, we said, well, we'll get back to you. Before you know it, this guy unleashed on us. He started with how he came all the way from Abuja, how we wasted his time, how God will punish me, how that me, I should look at it very soon. This company will collapse, and I will come and start working for him. In an interview, a Christian, according to him. You see, when I tell you lots that it's we Christians that have done things that only God needs to have mercy on us, we Christians, because the way we have behaved has not exemplified who Christ is. Jamie, if you have the slide, you can show it from your end. You know the slide I'm on. Okay, I'm on 2 now. So, a Christian, and he went all on me, right? I'm on slide 2. And he went all on me. And I remember saying amen. And when he was done, I said to him, I said, you know why I said amen? Because what you have just said can never happen. I said, number one, if I have your kind of attitude, I won't be here. You think I was lucky to be here? I built character. I built patience over the years. I had to learn to be patient. Was I playing? We attended to you based on how you came. But with this, your character, you can never get to where I am. And I told him, you can never get to where I am. With this, your character. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 9 years later. Am I working for him now? Some of you think that success is by emotions. How many of you have prayed against rich people that they will die, that they will lose their wealth? Have they lost it? How many of you prayed against Tinubu that he will not become president? You even fasted. Well, he's your president now, whether you like it or not. Say, in the name of Jesus, Muslim, it will not happen. In Nigeria, it will not happen. Your Christian, did they do the work? You see, God is not partial. He will give it to who puts in the work. He will not break his principle. He will not break his principle. Tinubu has been paying school fees of judges, paying judges' school fees, their children's school fees 30 years ago. 30 years ago, he's been paying school fees of children's judges. Some of you, yeah, I'm a Christian. You're a Christian. Who has your Christianity helped? Who has he helped? Except you and your family. Who have you helped? Who have you helped? Everything is about you. And even with God, it's about how to use God. Kalu. You know, God, give me now. If you don't give me now, you are a partial God. If you don't do it now, you are not God. Unfortunately for you, you believe he's God, he's God. You don't believe, he's still God. You like him, he's still... Next slide, please. The next slide. You acknowledge him, he's still God. You cry, he's God. You jump up and down, he's God. You live, he's God. You die, he's God. Nothing changes him. He remains God, all the same. All the same. All the same God. Only quality people. Only quality people. It took me years to realize it. I guide my environment now. If you are not a quality person, you can't enter. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Relationship is by choice. It's not by force. You can, let me share this with you. It will shock you. When I got to learn what I'm teaching you today, I made up my mind that year. I said, well, anybody can choose to want to be my friend. But this year, the only set of people I will go and meet and do whatever I need to do to be their friend must be me. Right? In 12 months, I became a millionaire. When I decided to start becoming friends with millionaires, of course, I had to work on my self-esteem more. I had to, let me tell you one more dangerous thing rich people like to do, right? And I don't know why they do that. And because people have done it to me, I refuse to do it to people. They like to show you a lot. How many of you notice this? Is it me? They like to show you a lot. The alert that will get you home to start thinking, holy Jesus, I must do something with my life. Who knows what I'm talking about? Okay, somebody's opening his phone and then he's showing you an alert of 200 million. Boom. Now, all your life, if we put you'll be running business for 10 years. In 10 years, you've not made that 200 million. And then it's just one transaction, 200 million, boom. And then you have been like, oh, Jehovah. I think Facebook is frozen and I think YouTube as well. Don't know, I need his help. I am here to learn. Right? And until tomorrow, that's what reached for over 7 years. How do you put in gradually? In fact, another young man that he met at the golf course, the guy literally gave that guy mother's death certificate, your father's, your wife's wedding, your picture of your toilet. You are not working in some circle. No contract. Of course, if they born you well, don't give them their money back. That's when you know how powerful they are. They will experiment on you. Because people who do that, don't joke with them. They did that without contract. Does not this because it shows you how much confidence they had that if they want their money, they will collect it. So don't joke. I'm telling you now, don't joke. I started meeting with these rich people. They are now cheating me. If you agree on something, do amo. I know of a rich man in this country. I won't mention his name. Somebody messed up with him. When he came, he said, you. Hey. He said, I'm an Ogboni man. I will kill you in this earth. I will kill you in heaven. Don't joke with rich people. Many of them are not born again. So I'm warning you. If you agree on something, do it as agreed. Don't finish your life. Okay? But back to the conversation. Quality people. Right? Some of you have struggled to raise capital for your business just because you don't even have quality people in your life. So the year I made up my mind, this year, all my friends must be millionaires. That's the year I became a millionaire. 2016 was the year I said to myself, enough of 200 million in sales in the whole year. Then it reduced to 150 million. Then it comes to 250. I said, I'm done with that level. I want to start making billions in sales. 2016. And what did I do? First thing, I paid for a seminar in the US. Flew all the way to Florida. And that seminar, why did I attend? 3 billionaires in dollars were speaking. 3 billionaires in dollars. It was at that seminar. I paid, it cost me, I mean, you could imagine even as back as that time, how successful was I? The highest income the company we make those days were 150 million, 200 million those days. And I went and it cost me, I think, over $20,000. And I sat down with all these rich billionaires talking. And that was the day I discovered the secret of becoming a billionaire. In fact, the Holy Spirit said to me after that event, he said, raise me millionaires and your billionaire status is permanent. He said, raise me. He said, because behind every billionaire is minimum 50 millionaires who feed off and in turn sustain that billion status. So he said, raise millionaires and your own billionaire status is guaranteed. So today, even when I do deals, I'm pointing at who will become a millionaire from this deal. We're going to be putting 150 million in the next 5 to 7 years in our US project. In fact, way more than that. In our US project, we're going to be investing a lot. But I'm already identifying people. I said, this one is loyal at the beginning now. I will make a millionaire of this person. This one is loyal. So it's not just that I want to become a billionaire in dollars. No, I am identifying people who are helping me in that journey. And I'm strategizing how they too will end up a millionaire in dollars as a result of supporting me in that journey. That's why this world is win-win. If you understand it, you will go far. I help you, you help me. Right? I serve. You serve me. And I've shared this story over and over again. And the reason why I could make it so plain is because the thing played out in public domain. And I shared the story of, the new Shamu of Ogbomoso. How many of you know that a pastor became the king of Ogbomoso? And of course, it was very controversial. It went viral. But how many of you know the story? This particular pastor is called Pastor Gandhi. We've known him, those of us who go to the US, is like the top most pronounced redeemed pastor in the whole of US. If you even go to his church, it's not like you're a redeemed. Right? He just has a unique grace on him, unique style, just exceptional in the way he does things. Now, you will even think maybe he's the number one in terms of hierarchy in the whole of US. He's not. Right? At some point, Redeem announced and say, okay, because many of them, some of these pastors use their money to buy the church property, they put in so much. But at some point, the church said, no, every property that the church owns, convert it into the name of Redeem. That was when some of you heard most pastors resigned from Redeem US and went to start their own, took the members, took the church facilities, because some of them said, look, we're the one paying the mortgage, right? So they had their own legit. And the first person people are taught, because Pastor Gandhi is just this different in his thought process. If everybody's going like this, he's going this way. So everybody thought Pastor Gandhi would be the first to leave Redeem. That this one, he won't take it. But guess what? He did not leave. Continued to serve. Handed over the church document, everything to Redeem. Despite everything. Now came a time, the king of Ogbomoso passed on, and people started putting pressure on him. You can be the king now. Come and be the king. He went to meet Daddy Gio. Gio said, well, go and pray about it. Have you prayed? He said he has not prayed. He said, go and pray about it. So he came back to Daddy Gio. He said, I prayed. God didn't say anything. He said, go back and pray again. So the second time he prayed, and he was convinced that God wants him to go for it. By the time he came back to Daddy Gio, that he's convinced he should go for that kingship, he was already number 21 or number 24. More people had applied. They've gone ahead to do a lot of, so they were, by the virtue of us, at the time they applied, they were ahead. And he joined the race late. And it was at that point that Gio told him that you were created for this purpose. This is why God created you. All this pastoring you've been doing for 30 years, serving Redeem, being loyal, God was preparing you for the kingship of Ogbomoso. This is the reason you were created. Now, hear this. At the end of the day, I mean, you know the story, the politics that went through. Many people felt that he got it as a result of the influence of Daddy Gio. Of course, many of your judges are redeemed pastors. So if you say you are carrying the case to Redeem, well, a redeemed pastor will judge it. The VPS at that time was a redeemed pastor. So even when people were fighting the thing, I just shook my head that you need to know Nigeria, right? In reality, this man is already the king. But here's my point. By human analysis, by the virtue of the fact that he didn't even join early, by the virtue of the fact that the man had always been in US all this while, some people for over 40 years have been taking care of the people in the community, have been preparing to be king. Is he qualified? Everybody answer me. Yes or no? I want to hear this. By the virtue of the fact that some people had lived all their life preparing for this kingship, right? And have done everything, and just one man from America came and collected it. So all of you will say no, right? By that virtue. Because the people even fighting him are from the same family. They are not even from another family. It's from his, because all of them say, look, you haven't been home all this while. You've been in America. You can't just come and take this thing. But what am I saying? What am I trying to bring out here about only quality people? Because you could have said also that he was cheated, having served 30 years, given all his best to Redeem, and yet had to hand over everything back to Redeem, all he worked for. Do you agree with me? In the same vein, life bypass other people and place him on the throne. What am I saying? And that's why we say ultimately it's the mercy of God that takes you far. Ultimately, if we are to arrange anything you get in this world, you are not qualified for it. Ultimately, if we are to put things based on, right, equality, you are not qualified. Somebody will still have to be technically, quote and unquote, moved aside for you to be on that throne. And usually what will qualify you is also how many times have they moved you aside and you accepted your fate? How many institutions have you served selflessly that it even look as if they cheated you, but you didn't mind? You were focused on the mission. That's why the Bible says, if you are not faithful in that which is another man, who will give you your own? Don't listen to social media. All this Gen Z, Gen Y, some of these things are not real way the world works. If you look at how the world works, ultimately, people come to the top because they serve some people to a point those people felt, if I need to use my might, if I need to use my muscle, I will do everything for this person. So you wonder why that the Joe will have used everything at his disposal to make sure Gandhi became king. Are we listening now? Everything at his disposal, because this was somebody who served with everything he had to. So the way life works, the table will soon be turned. Forget that people are calling you now and say they are using you. They are cheating you. This table will soon be turned when it will now look as if also you cheated some other people. You also use some people. Are we learning? Are we learning? One day, I remember having an agreement with a man to build all his websites, changes, I built the website, did everything. He was the one that brought the contractor that will be sharing profit. This is, Mayowa was even the one I deployed on that job. This was 9 years ago, 2015. We trained his team, we rebuilt their website, did everything. Well, it's 9 years now. One dime the man has not given me. When my team came and said, we must fight this man, I said, no. It is the duty of elders to cheat the younger ones. I said, but one day, this man will pay me back. I don't know, but one day will. There will be a day that I may not even be involved. Something will conspire and the man will so defend me because he knew he also needs to pay me back. This is why I'm not going to fight it. I'll let it go. So we are here by some of the biggest sacrifices we made. But more importantly, we also build quality people around our lives. Number last, OPM, using other people's money. Ultimately, people become wealthy by using other people's money. Okay? So all this one that I often see, oh, I will keep the little I have. It must be my personal money. No. You will have to trust people to invest in your business to scale it. You will need to, and these are some wrong teachings that we've gotten in church, because church was using their template to try and analyze commercial businesses, which doesn't work. For any business to scale, the business will need other people's money. And I'll give you an example. Microsoft is worth 3 trillion today, isn't it? Is it Bill Gates' money? Answer me, everybody. Bill Gates' money? For Microsoft to be worth 3 trillion today, was it Bill Gates' personal money? No, Bill Gates is even no longer the majority shareholder of Microsoft as of today. Right? Apple is a big company today. Was it Steve Jobs' personal money? If you watch the documentary from day one, all Steve Jobs brought was his skill. Okay? Jeff Bezos, was his own personal money alone? No, even his dad dropped all his retirement money. And they kept doing series of fundraising. Even before they went to the capital market. Even before they went to the capital market, he was constantly pulling private funds here and there that ultimately then put them in a position where they could even qualify to be listed in the capital market. Are we learning now? Other people's money is how you scale a business. However, for that to happen, a lot needs to go on. So each time you are cheating your partners, each time you are scheming, and I'm not talking social media. For some of you have realized, for example, some of the big schemers, you will not even hear their news outside. They are so good at it. Right? But when you keep scheming, it will come bite you. Forget few disgruntled elements here and there. genuinely be after delivering value for those who gave you money. Do your best to make sure value is given at the end of the day. Do your best. At least, I'm not saying there won't be mistakes sometimes. I'm not saying there won't be delays sometimes. But let it be that you did your best, all that is in your own power to do things right. Because ultimately, the news will go out. Oh, that man, he does business with integrity. This woman is a man of integrity. That guy is a prudent man. This person, if you do business with him, go to bed. You will need to use OPM, but you cannot use other people's money if you don't have social capital. And social capital is a mixture of so many things, so many things. So, but that is ultimately how wealth is built. Next slide. We're running out of time. I don't know whether we can finish. But are you blessed? If you're blessed, type I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Oh, I need your answer, guys. Are you blessed this morning? Okay? So we talked in the book about Elon Musk, who is one of those people I encourage all of you to go and study, right? He doesn't believe Jesus is Lord. So while you are studying, okay, don't get irritated. You just pick the most important lesson and move on. But he's a disruptor. Even his thinking process is different. So let me give you an example. His latest book, I read this in his latest book. I don't know what I have. I screenshot it, but I'm not sure I have it. I could quickly get it from my phone. And it was him saying that many people said that, what was it? I can't recall the word, but it was more of people are claiming that he's not normal or he doesn't behave like everybody else. And he said, I send people to Mars, right? I built the first electric car. Were you people expecting me to be normal? I mean, please, I didn't quote it the way he said it, but when you read it, you understand that something's wrong with this guy. And so, great people don't think like everybody else. That's what I'm trying to say. Great entrepreneurs cannot think regular. Some of you are too normal. You are too normal. In fact, the proof that you have missed it is that everybody is praising you. Sometimes the proof that you're on the wrong track is that everybody is praising you. Because if you really are on the right track, some people will think you are nuts. Because you are a disruptor. You are breaking the rules. You're doing the unconventional. Next slide. Okay? Creating structure for income protection is another thing to build a big business, is another thing to protect the business from easily bringing it down. Today now I have over 20 people that have been enlisted. Okay? 7 under each of our subsidiaries to serve as a check, to serve as an extra eye, to serve as extra guidance, advisors to the CEOs that we've appointed in our company. Okay? Among them is a former IG of police, lawyers, auditors, architects, top people who work in Switzerland, different skill set being bring together to say, let's even take this business to a greater height. Oh, are we here, ladies and gentlemen? It is not just about building a business. If you want that business to be doing billions, create the structure. And the structure must include growth and protection. So all this, chop alone, me and my family alone, just me, all over that I see around young entrepreneurs. That's not how this thing works. Your business must be a channel to bless so many lives. In turn, they're also using their skills to support your business. It has to be win-win on all sides. That's how businesses grow to the next level. Are we together? Next slide. Create a strategy for execution during tough season. Our business always do better during tough season because we created a system that makes us to be immune to tough season. Some of us have businesses that only do well when the economy is doing well. That's not how businesses grow. If you're going to build a transgenerational business that will be here when you are long dead, you must structure the business such that it can do well in tough season. It can withstand economic sabotage. It can withstand government policies. It can withstand regulatory attacks. Okay? Regulatory attacks. Because many times in Nigeria, for example, many regulatory moves are done, illegally. 2015, I don't know how my wife joined us then. I was in the office running training. 2015. Before you know, these FT men came with heavy guns. When I say heavy gun. In fact, when I saw them, and in 2015, when DSS comes to pick you, it was usually related to terrorism. So when they came, I knew they were men of DSS. And the first thing that came to my mind was, I was born in Maiduguri. Maybe one of those I grew up with was discovered to be a big terrorist. And then he mentioned my name. That's what came to my mind. I couldn't understand why this DSS, very tall, big guns, will come for somebody like me. Who am I? And I remember when they came, people were there, by the way. I said, and you have to be bold. Be bold. So when they said, we're here to take you, I said, where's your warrant? They said, which warrant? One said, was him. One said, it was ordered from the presidency. I said, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm going with you people, but don't touch me. Right? And it's an order from presidency. So they whisked me away. In fact, some of my students who were in my class who used their phone to take picture and do video, they took the phone, smashed it. Smashed the phone. We're almost beating some of them up. Put me in the car, commando style. Boop, 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 boop. You would think they've come to kidnap me. Boop, boop, boop. Zoom away. So in the car while we're going, because they want to also pick another person. So I said again, you said Jonathan asked you to come and arrest me. Because we had not started real estate big time then. We went to, digital marketing. We used to help people, email marketing, social media marketing, SME, SMS, and all of that. And even though I didn't get the job directly, because we were so big that even when people get jobs directly, it is still GTEX, we're called Gilead Bam then. It is still Gilead Bam that eventually execute the job, right? Because we're that big and we're so good at our work. But, most time when you send bulk SMS, it won't deliver. We had multiple gateway. We're partnering with people in India, partnering with people in Europe. So if the India gateway won't work, we had alternative. We had the Europe line, right? And so we were everywhere. And I knew that we had already been given a job to help the same, Jonathan to push his SMS campaign for his election, because it was a few weeks to election. And these people came commando style and all of that. So I said, are you sure? Yes, I've never met Jonathan till tomorrow, but I know that those who got the job from him brought it to us at the end of the day. They said I was dropping names. At some point again, I said to them, I said, but you know, Yoruba say, Toba run in Sheru Amafitomo jail. In other words, if they send you a job of a slave, you have to use sonship wisdom to execute that job because you're a son, not a slave. One of them said, you know, I told you to slap this guy. If you have slapped him, he won't be talking with this level of audacity. And you need to remember, imagine how I looked 2015. This is 9 years ago. And I think it was February or so. Imagine how I looked. I looked so skinny and young, like a baby, but my words were heavy. Whisked me away. And got to the office. The file they asked me to fill was this thick. Even JAMB, I didn't write such. They wanted to know everything about my life. In fact, there's a column for girlfriends I've dated. And their phone number. May you not see trouble. Right? Took me to their medical center to be sure of what are my health conditions so that I don't die in their place. And I claim they killed me. That's when I knew if Nigerians want to do their job, they will do it all. And forget all this nonsense they are doing that they can't touch criminals. Right? Nigeria has systems. Nigeria has systems. If they want to do it, the reason why things go the way they are going is corruption everywhere. Right? So they asked me to fill. At the end of the evening, I was told to sleep at the reception, that they will not lock me up in their cell, and that my lawyer will come the next day to grant my bail. And I remember that night, and I'm just sharing this with you to know what we've been through. So some of you, when you see my level of boldness, you don't know that I've been through a lot in business. You may not have known me those years, but Oga, I grew up. I didn't jump up. Everything you see in my life today, I grew up. Right? I went through every single process. And I remember that night, despite that I was in DSS custody, I woke up 12 a.m. and I started worshiping God. Started praising God. And I told him, I said, I know no man. Of course, I told my team to call my lawyer. But I knew that that level of presidency, hey, only God. And I praise God. And I praise God. And I praise God in that same prison. Okay, of course, like I said, they put me in their reception, but it's still prison, it's still within DSS custody. And the next morning, my lawyer came and granted my bail and I left. Okay? And I wrote an article that shook that election. Some PDP members claim I'm one of those who made Jonathan to lose that election. And I wrote an article, it was just a simple article. How Jonathan sent DSS to arrest me. And I just narrated what happened. Hey, that's when I knew that that was the day I knew how powerful my writing is. That's the day I knew how powerful my writing is. Because within 24 hours, there was 5 million, hits on that article. I was getting calls from TV stations, media houses to come and narrate what happened. Right? The same DSS called me back, only to get back this time around to meet the director. Now, remember the guys who said they would slap me? By the time I got to the same DSS office, the leader that was shouting he would slap me started saying, Egbon. In fact, the first word he said, Egbon. Instead, they compare me Oda. In other words, Egbon, what you wrote about me was not fair. I said, but I told you, when they send you slave message, you use sonship. He said, but sir, I didn't treat you anyhow. I treated you well. That was when I knew he was junior. They then took me to the assistant director's office. That one too stood up and said, why did you write that article? Well, I said, he said, but we did not arrest you. I said, well, I don't understand. I slept in your place. And he said, but we didn't lock you up in the cell. Then they took me to the director. That one too stood up. You politician, did we arrest you? I said, sir, I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman. Your people came to my office. People were there and they said it was order from the president. Say, no. The president did not send us. We are getting call from Aso Rock over this matter. He did not send us. Go and rewrite it. Okay? So today, when I see government agencies trying to do, I say, look, trust me. You don't want to look for my trouble. Because when I'm done, okay, it will be a presidential matter. And for information, I don't know the president. But I can assure you, with the skills some of us have. Okay? Are we learning here? Create strategies for tough season. If I had not built my business well, have the right structure, that day will have been the end of our company. That day will have been the end of our company. That same day, during that training, that will have been the end of our company because the DSS came after us. Okay? So build a structure. Even my lawyer, the lawyer I got, that been with me, Dr. Opeba, who had been my mentor, and we keep telling you, respect elders, build relationship with your elders, young people. All this one, you're abusing everybody on social media. The day your mess will come, there will be nobody to help you. Right? When they came, while they were going with me, I just told my secretary, I said, call Dr. Ope. And I remember, when I was now hearing this, when I came out the following day, and I was hearing his own version, his lawyer told me that Dr. Ope called the DSS guy. He said, my name is Opeba. I was called to bar 1986. Where were you? I told you that in Nigeria, okay, the cure for bully is to have a bigger bully. The guy said, sir, sir, calm down. He said, no. Before we even start this conversation, I want to know the level. I want to know who I'm dealing with, whether you're even at my level. They ended that conversation with, sir, bring your lawyer tomorrow. We'll release him to your lawyer. It's too late for us to release him. That's why I came out the following morning. Okay? But my point is, the strategy had to have been put in place. It wasn't when I had DSS issue that I had Dr. Peba. No. I hope we are learning here. The relationship had been there. We've, managed the relationship properly, respectfully, in a very honorable way. Even when he looked as if Dr. Peba will come to my office, I never worked for this man. Yet he will come to my office in the name of his mentoring me, and he will be abusing me in front of my employees. So all of you, the way you are doing business. Yeah. But that man helped me to toughen up and face the reality of the kind of environment I'm doing business. Because I came from an SU background. Everything is God will do it. God will have mercy. I believe in God. God will be the one. God, I will do transaction, no contract. So doctor will come and lash me, and my employees are there. And I'm not his employee. It's just a mentorship relationship. Mayo, I'm sure Mayo met some of those things. When he's done with me, yet I will still say, sir, thank you, sir. Amarimba, in other words, thank you. We'll keep meeting you. Your wisdom will not end. And I appreciate all that you're doing. Even though he looked as if he was rewriting off my self-esteem. It was one of the toughest human beings I've ever dealt with. But I needed it because my background was this, I just took things casually. Because, some of us who come from SU background, you are not out to cheat anybody. So you expect that nobody's trying to cheat you. You have this mindset that I'm not after anybody. Nobody will be after me. Sit down there. The world is not like that. It's not unfair. It's warfare. You don't need to be looking for people's struggle for them to look for your trouble. Wow. We need to wrap up. Do I have one more slide? Go and read the book. Right? Can we just, because of time, just move on? Are you there? IT. Giving concept. Move on. IT. Be a giver. Let your business impact the community. Set goal. How much do you want to sell? Move on. Next slide. Okay? Just move on. We can't take all of this. So go read the book. Next, just move on. We can't take this. Move. Thank you. Move. Where's the book? I thought they didn't show the book combo. Please, can you project the flyer for the combo so that they can see, which combo has the book so they can go buy it? Okay, if you can get that. So they are going to project the book combo now and show you guys the book combo. I encourage you. Again, this is not, even if I'm here for this conference is for 7 days and I'm barely able to finish my slide, go and read the book. All these things I'm teaching you is from the book. Go and read it. This is Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs. I was in, and that's why sometimes I laugh when I see those of you who are Nigerians. I think I need to leave Nigeria and move to maybe Kenya or Uganda, because the way they value people like us in those countries, it's not like the way Nigerians do. I was in Uganda and we're on live television. And one of the hosts, it was one of those people who believe that he's not interested in reading books and all of that. He was just flipping through the books. When he saw some, and he's a businessman, when he saw some, he said, "Sir, I don't read this kind of books, but I'm reading this one." He said, "Some deep wisdom I saw here." He said, "I've never seen anybody break down business like this, particularly as it relates to the African context." He said, "I'm reading this one." Right? These are real. I'm not trying to brag, but there are few people that have allowed themselves to be as vulnerable as I've made myself, to share deep stories of challenges I've been through, just to encourage younger entrepreneurs and prepare them, for the next level. There are very few people. So if you get this combo, this real estate combo, it also has Billionaire Habits for Entrepreneurs, right? The soft copy is just $47. The hard copy is $97, and they would ship it to you anywhere in the world. Go to the next combo. If you have the next combo, go and get this combo. If I were you, if I can afford it, at least I'll buy one. But if possible, I can afford it, I'll just buy all the books. Like I said, don't rush for the physical copy if you don't have the money. Try the soft copy. And nowadays, you can use your laptop, your iPad, and you can read these things. Okay? It will change your life forever. Don't buy it if you will not read it. And the good news is that they all come with audio. So, hey, what else? They have the audio version. They come with audio version. So you can't say, "Oh, me, I don't even like reading." You just need to be listening to the audio version from your phone. And the rest is history. So can you put the link for them to get these books, right? My favorite is the, all combo, because it has all the books and some other bonuses that comes with it. Get them now, guys. And God will bless you. Thank you. That's my take. Maiwa. Can you put the link for the combo? We also have a community now. Join our community, the WhatsApp community. Join it. It's a community of believers who are trying to build wealth legitimately. Join that community, right, on WhatsApp. It's free. Click that link. Kindly let me put it on YouTube, on Facebook. Go and join the community. Please, let me say this. This evening, we're having Reverend Sam. You cannot, and I will say this, because this is my concern, not just with Christians, but with Africans generally. When we go through sacrifice and make some things free. And the reason they don't show up is that don't make it a duty to spread the gospel and say, "You must attend this." And put it in all the groups and tag everybody you know. Reach out to your friends and say, "You must come for this. You must come for this." We must have at least 5,000 attendants this evening. Go and get everybody here. Because the same people will shout, government is not helping us. We are dying. Oh, things are difficult. Oh, my enemies are after me. The witches in my village are my... Meanwhile, these are simple things that revelation will shatter. Simple things that you can overcome. But it's not. When we make it free, we don't value it. Right? We don't value it. This is a free event. You are not paying anything. We should have had better attendance than this. Yes, we are starting 5 a.m., but we should have better attendance. So go and copy the YouTube link. Go and give everyone these ones we've done. Copy all the sessions we've had so far. Start sharing to everybody to listen to this. This is good content, godly content. How you as a believer can navigate business in this country in a practical way. Right? We have been able to give a more detailed dimension to it that pastors cannot give you. Some pastors know what I'm teaching you, but they can't even preach it on the pulpit. Right? So these are deep things that these things should go viral. So how many of you are committing to bringing at least 20 people this evening? 20 people that you by yourself count and be sure that these 20 people showed up. Please keep posting the WhatsApp group link all over again. Maybe you can post the WhatsApp link separate, post the YouTube separate, then post the combo link separate. Marvin is bringing 20 people. Come on, I want a commitment. We are Christian, we don't lie. So if you give me your word, you should fulfill it. Okay, 20 people that you personally make sure they come. It costs you nothing. If it was a show that Stephen Akintayo just duped somebody of $100 million, do you agree with me that the cumulative attendance will have been more than this? True or false? Talk to me, everybody. True or false? And some of you, even here, will have been part of those who will have posted it and say, I didn't know that man was a scammer. You won't believe what they say. We all call him mentor. We all call him mentor. But the day they are trying to do, and that's why we lack heroes in Africa. We don't celebrate them. We so don't celebrate them that at some point they ask themselves, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of doing good? Right? If everybody who has been watching on Zoom, on YouTube, on Facebook, had constantly shared this, stuff 20 times, 50 times across all groups they belong to, by now, we'll have had 1,000 or 2,000 people on Facebook watching this. We'll have had 3,000 on YouTube watching this. Our Zoom will have maxed out and will have been kicking people out. Please, prove to me that the sacrifice of not sleeping more than 3 hours since this conference began is worth it. Prove to me that the millions we spent choosing to make this free for all of you, prove to me is worth it. Because there's no point making it free and the attendance is low. There's no point. Let me cuckoo charge and then train this small group of people. But whenever somebody goes extra mile and makes a training free, it's because he wants it to reach as many people as possible. That's the goal. That's the intention. So blow this thing out, everybody, and God will bless you. Mayo, I'm done.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Yeah, I'm here. Everybody, what will you say to Dr. Stephen Akintayo, our coach, our mentor, putting some emojis in the comment box right there. Everyone, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Putting some emojis right there. Thank you so much, Dr. Stephen. We are excited having you today. Can tell you real good. Everyone typing, thank you, sir. Please, the IT team, kindly drop the YouTube link quickly. Kindly drop the YouTube link. Drop the YouTube link. drop the YouTube link so that we can have everyone broadcast, put in the necessary information links so that everyone can have it and rebroadcast again and again. We are going to do our best, doctor, to make sure the room is. Come on, guys. If you are promising, doctor, put in 777. If you are promising, doctor, you're going to share the link. Put in some 777. We're going to do our best to max out this group. We are going to do our best to max out this group. Sir, can we still take questions? I know we are behind schedule already. Can we still take one or two questions, or we take it in the evening, sir?
Two questions.
Okay, coach. Okay, coach. Okay, coach. Thank you so much, sir. So, guys, let's go quickly. We have so many questions here. And like I said, just make sure you we're going to copy the questions, and we're going to see how best doctor can answer a lot of them in any of the free sessions that will still be coming up. Okay, so let's take the first one. So how can I make positive impact starting from where I am as a realtor and entrepreneur? I really want to make impact even as I make profit. Where do I start from? From Johnson Kalu.
Where do I start from? I want to what? I'm not sure I got that part.
You said, sir? I didn't get that.
I'm not sure I got that part. He wants to what?
Okay,
what
okay. Let me come again, sir. Let me come again, sir. Okay, so the question is, how can he impact people? How can he impact people from where he is right now? He is a realtor and he is an entrepreneur. Makes profit. Where he start from? Where can he start from? Your recommendation, how you were, because I knew how you started, and you were always giving, you're always making impact. And so this is for you, sir. Take it away, sir.
Well, how do you make impact if you are beginning to do well? Even if you are not doing well, I think is to budget a percentage of your income towards impact, right? Impact can be quality, can be quantity. Most billionaires don't do quantity, right? Trust me, the level of impact of Dr. Cosmos is unique, right? But he would rather do it through other CEOs, right? And it's one of those things we need to learn, because sometimes as you rise higher, you may not want to do quantity anymore, right? So for example, even me, I'm at this phase of my life where I hardly can do free trainings physically again. I'd rather just do it virtually like this. Okay? So as people rise for certain reasons, for certain security reasons, for certain many other reasons, they would rather do it through others, right? Or impacts others. And so you may not know, and that's the problem, right? For example, everybody is praising us now. Oh, they went to prison, they went to this, but that's all we do. We do it all the time. It's just that most times I am not there. I don't know that you understand. And then most times, because I'm not there, my team don't push it out on social media, which is okay. I mean, I don't need to be telling you what I'm doing. Yet you will see people say, "Yeah, don't mind him. Who is he helping?" I'm like, because you came to my DM to be begging for money. And I said, I don't. Let me tell you, if you beg me for money, I will not give you. What I do is called institutional giving. I have set up a foundation. It's not run by me. There are people who run it. Go and meet them. They will tell you when they have programs. You can be part of the program and make them qualify. But I don't even believe in the subject of going to beg no man. So what way do I then impact? Is to teach you how to fish, pour my heart, show you how I made it. Because today I gave you 1 million. Tomorrow you need 1 million again now. Right? Today I decide to give you 500,000. You will still spend it and need it again. Now you have settled for me. Have a Sunday event when we did our appreciation dinner. You will see a lady come and say, I was an orphan when I joined GTEX. My father was dead. I was living with my uncle. And GTEX took me in. Today, I'm a multi-millionaire. All my top employees are building their houses from money they made from our company, legitimately selling properties for us. So rather than come and say, can I learn that? Can I join your brokerage firm? Let me start selling and then get my commission. You could dash me money. Do us a giveaway. I mean, give us grants. We do grants, but we can't do it for everybody. We can't do it for everybody. So please, my advice to all of us is we all can help at our level. We all can help at our level. Sometimes you can do it through other people because you are busy, right? We had to give 5 million naira to Cocoon Foundation to organize the food items, to organize the beneficiary yesterday. Because for us to do the organization ourselves would be tough. So you may even say, I will start my impact by donating to Steve Akintayo Foundation. I know they will now, spend it well. The blessing still touches you, right? You can decide to say, I will, go back to the school I went to. I will start paying one child's school fees through Steve Akintayo Foundation. Most people still don't know that almost every year we send hundreds of people to school. Some year we achieve 1,000, some year we achieve 100, some year we achieve 200 in the Steve Akintayo bursary, where we pay tuition fee of people, right? You can decide to say, through the Steve Akintayo Foundation, I'll be paying 2 child's school fees, 3 child's school fees, 5 child's school fees, right? It's not showing. It's not about making noise. God sees it and he will bless you. But it's also good to show it once in a while, right? Because as a businessman, when people see that your company is responsible, it encourages them to want to do more business with your company. Because they now know that, it's not just about profit for you alone. I hope this makes sense.
It does, sir. So we have, I'm going to join 2-3 questions together. So one, which is centered on relationship. So what we have is, doctor, how can I attract investors? What are the things I need to work on to be able to attract investors, that people can invest into my business? What is social capital? And can you give examples? So that has to do with OPM and other OPM and OPT altogether, sir. Hello, coach.
Yes, so the person is asking for what?
How can she attract investors? How can she attract investors? And what is social capital? And like I said, I'm putting together, I have about 4 questions here that's talking about relationship and how to get successful people into their life. So I just rounded up, I just put those questions together in 2 phases. What is social capital and how can I get people to invest in my business? Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So first of all, social capital is not gotten overnight. Social capital is the perception, okay, the sum total of the perception and the goodwill that you get from the public. And it's built over time, right? The more you demonstrate integrity, the more you demonstrate ability to keep to your words and execute what you promise people, the more your social capital grows. But the more you also use social media to portray, because many of us as Christians, we're always hiding, right? And we don't know that the Bible says, let your light so shine before all men, so they glorify your Father who is in heaven. It said, when you put on the candle and put it under the bush, right? So we must understand the importance of showing, pushing out what we're doing. It's part of how you grow social capital. So you say you are selling gari. How many times are you putting on social media the process of making the gari, the process of packaging the gari, the process of shipping the gari to the people buying it? All these things is how you prove to people you have integrity, you are really doing the job, you're executing what is promised, and are being done properly. So put it out there. Some of you have seen how vulnerable I've become, right? Showing you pictures. Oh, here was I in this site. Oh, this is what we are doing. This is the project we are doing. This is what we are doing. The more people can see it, they want to see it. They want to see it. The more people can see it and say, oh, these guys are real. They mean business. They're doing it. They're executing it. Things are working, right? The more confidence grow, the more when you now say, hey, I need investment, you don't even need to talk too much. People are already sending the money. People are already investing with you because they can see, they can follow the story, they can follow the, I tell people the best way is to tell a story, right? Is to tell a story. I remember the person who first introduced me to Reverend Sam said to me, so when I told Reverend Sam about you, he said, is it the Temi Akintayo in Dubai? And he said, yes, that's him. So the guy is doing well. So how did Reverend Sam know that I am in Dubai? And I sell real estate in Dubai. Okay? Because I put it out there. This is who I am. This is what I do. Okay? And even in business, one of the powerful things that saved me, I was discussing this with the MD of CNBC and Forbes for West Africa. And he said, Dr. Stephen, he said, you know what has saved your business? I said, I don't know. He said, people know that what we cook that made the house to burn, you always say it. So they are scared of you. He said, even the story of that young man that lied about you and you reported him to, your lawyers took it up and he was arrested and arraigned in court. He said, most people will not say it. They are scared. They are wondering, it will make me look bad. It will make me look somehow. He said, because people know that you are bold enough, right, on what you are doing. There's nothing being hidden. I will tell you what, even if I make mistake, I'll come and say, we made this mistake. Oh, there's nothing to be ashamed of. This one was a mistake, right? And guess what? Many more people have made up their mind to mess you up. I just got a message now that the person that I put in everything, I took this young girl to Dubai, mentored her, literally took company property, did a video about it. That here am I with company property. I'm not going to release it until I get this. When she saw that somebody went to Kirikiri, she returned. The message just dropped that she has returned the company's property she took. So sometimes if you don't show an example, people think that, humility is power under control. And what I notice with a lot of people is, because of my Christian background, remember I told you must have two sides. The most side of me you will always see. In fact, first time you see me, you'll be shocked. It's my dove side. I'm so vulnerable, so easy. And you just, are you sure this is, maybe it's not him? Are you sure? I said a delegate from Sierra Leone, the man looked at me. I said, are you sure? I'm so shocked. The way I see you online and the you I'm seeing here, you're just so down to earth. Are you sure? That is the dove part of me. And so many people have been so used to the dove part of me that they don't know there's a lion version. Hey! And that lion version, may you not see it. Okay? So, my advice, be willing to be vulnerable. You miss some things, you get something, but people want you to be real if they are going to invest in your business. Now, I can assure you the person asking the money, how do I raise capital for my business? If you can start showing the processes to your business, people will start sending you DM. How do I invest? How do I invest? At least on a conservative level. 5 people send me DM every day that they want to invest in our company without advance, on a conservative level. Some days 50. I have $50,000 to invest, Dr. Stephen, with your company. I have $100,000 to invest. So when people tell me, there's no money, there's no resources, I'm like, okay, I don't understand the resources that is not there. Because some of us, we are even the ones that will now say, no, no, there's this rule, there's this policy, there's this, it's not about taking your money. These are rule. Are you sure you're okay with this? Are you sure we're okay with that? But it's because people can see. If they say, it's not as if I'm saying I'm doing real estate, you can't see the real estate. How many of you have seen our estate many times? Me personally going to that estate. How many of you have seen it? How many of you have also seen us bringing reputable celebrities to go and allocate land in our estate? How many of you have seen it? Come on, I need your response. Those things were not by mistake, they were intentional. And it is to help us build credible rapport. Know that normally we know how behavior. Somebody can do business with GTEX today and just come out on social media and say, those people, they are scammers. They don't have any land. They are just deceiving people. It's a lie. So to be proactive by ourselves when we're launching a new estate, from Macaroni to AY Comedian to Emanuela to everybody we add, we blow it. In fact, last year we started doing TV, right? Bring TV stations to cover it. So that's why today we've had a few cases where people just go on social media and start dragging our name. What shocked most of those people is that they didn't get the response they expected. You know why they didn't get the response? People knew that this person is lying. If it's GTEX, so the land exists, the property exists. Maybe you want your money back. And everybody know that if you wake up today, you say you are buying land. The people you bought land from also put the money into the land now. They were not keeping it in the bank, waiting for the day you ask for it back. Only scammers do that. Right? So how do you pay for a land today? Now you come back 3 years later. You expect me to have the money for the land. Was I a scammer that didn't put the money into the business and I was just waiting for the day you come back and say, I want my money back. That must have been that I wasn't even putting the money in the business. If the money was put into the business, you have to give the business time to be able to find a way, maybe get another customer to pay it back. And that would take a while. It could take a year. So we've not had scandal, and a lot of people always say that, I love your company, no scandal. The reason is because we make it so transparent. Social capital, we are here, this is what we are doing, this is how we are doing it, see it, Before we started raising $10 million, do you know we spent over $200 to organize seminar in Houston? Right, to do open house. We brought everybody to come and see. This is the property we are buying. This is the place we want to build. And we brought notable people so that someone will wake up one day and say, don't mind them. I invested $100,000. It's a lie. It's a scam. They don't have anything. They are not building anything. And trust me, people do it. Africans love sensation. Nigerians love sensation. Right? We love sensation. We love drama. That's what gets at us. Once there's drama, we're ready to just join and then say, Omo, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's do the drama. Meanwhile, some of those dramas people do is not true. Okay? I just read the story of a particular real estate company. They were responding to a video that went viral. One of their clients, he did a video. He said, I paid this company 40 million naira. They refused to give me my land. And the whole thing, of course, the company had PR issues before. So everybody just went on lashing on the story. Right? And I think the governor even got involved, the commissioner of lands. They then have meeting with the person. When they called the person confessed that he had not paid 40 million. That he only paid 16 million or something. He had challenges and he couldn't complete the payment. They eventually agreed to say, okay, let them give you land to cover for what your money has covered. And that's how the story ended. But those who watch that video now will not read the resolution of the issue. And they will just carry the chance to go and be spreading to everybody. Say, you see why I cannot invest in Nigeria? You see, They took somebody 40 million, 40 million. So we love sensation, and it's part of why African businesses are not growing, because we are still the one pulling those businesses down. We're still the one, succumbing to rumor and, all manner. And I pray God will help us, because as those of us who are entrepreneurs begin to teach and help us understand the consequences of some decisions we take, right? How people are losing job because you decide to attack a company and their income reduce. How by attacking a company, you have put the company in a position not to be able to even pay you, even if they wanted to refund you. Because now, the regular people used to do business with them, we stop doing. So you said you wanted a refund, they won't be able to even refund you. Because now, they cannot even afford to refund you. There's no money to refund. So I pray God will help us. It's tough doing business in Africa. And for some of us who have lasted this long, God has really helped us with a lot of wisdom to have come this far. But we keep at it.
Wow, 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 wow. The eagle himself. Thank you so much, Dr. Stephen. That was hard. That was, as a matter of fact, popping up here, put to give us examples to answer those questions. Thank you so much, Dr. Stephen. I'm excited to be on this call with you today. Really, really excited. Guys, what do we say to Dr. Stephen? What will you say to GTEX Media, GTEX Holdings? What do we have to say? Because it's been really, really an amazing 5 days of deep exposure. Really pumped up about this. Like, quick announcement for us. Quick announcement for us. Quick announcement for us. Please and please, if you are interested in any of the promos, one of the promises we have decided to do is to make sure we use this to to take care of charities and help other less privileges. That's where some of the profits are going to. So make sure you pick up the combos to help. You are helping people, guys. Don't forget what Mr. Dr. Jamil spoke about, how he has been helping, how Doctor himself has been helping. Yesterday, Doctor was at one of the prison, and imagine 100,000 naira making some people to be stopped for a very long time. So make sure you get any of the combos so that you can help and get to contribute to this success as we build this over and over again. Now, another announcement I have for us is to make sure you do a 1-minute video, do a screenshot, and make sure you share your experience today. Make sure you share your experience, your testimonial, so that everyone can see and get the link. Get the link, share. Get the link, share. Get the link, share. Keep sharing, because somebody needs to hear from you. Somebody needs to know that you are also loading up. And that is what I'm pumped up about today. Thank you so much, Doctor, for your selfless mind, for your sacrifices that you've been making to see people succeed. And that will be all for my end today. Any word from you, Doctor, as we call it a day this morning, sir?
I want to thank you, Mayowa, for choosing to anchor today. We'll see you again at 7 p.m. this evening. I think we're even spending the entire day together, Abi, the board stuff, right?
Yes, so, Doctor.
It's a loaded day. Maybe you and I will have to rush and leave them. And I hope we'll finish before the 7. Or
I
else
hope
you
so,
and
sir.
I have to rush somewhere and then, anchor this evening session.
Yes, sir.
So join the community that has been created on WhatsApp. It's important that you join. Also, get the books, as the books will help. Some people are talking about, how do I join the group? How do I volunteer? All that. Join the group, because you will soon know some things I will be doing for the group that I didn't announce. Okay, it's not everything you announce. Sometimes you want to see people take action of faith. So join the WhatsApp group and we'll look at a way to do some things. I'm thinking, for example, can I do a day just to do, it could be on IG and it will just be Q&A. I probably would do once, I'm trying to see if I can commit to that once a month or twice a month. So all these questions we couldn't answer during this event because of the volume of speakers, I can then use that event to answer it. So I'm not promising you that I'll do yet. I'm just saying those are the things I'm considering. So join the WhatsApp group, then also get the combo. I have some, by the way, IT, can we get the numbers of all those who are buying the books, right? Any of the combo, it doesn't matter which one they buy. I intend to do some surprise for all of them as well. Because for me, if you are not willing to invest in yourself, there's no point wasting my time. I've learned that in recent times. Okay, let people show that they are willing to invest in themselves before you go extra. Okay, you must show you are ready to invest in you. It's a critical thing. And when you buy books, when you go for seminars that are paid, these are ways you show that you are ready to invest in yourself. You think you deserve, to grow better. Those are the evidence. That's how you prove it. Okay, so I'm done. Thank you all for joining. Please, we agree. We're all coming with minimum 20 people that will show up. Minimum 20 that will show up. Now, for those of you who are constantly asking them to add you to a group, right? Let's be respectful. It's not easy to do that, right? So what is wisdom here? What is wisdom? Because we have this, there's no man to help me syndrome. What is wisdom? Wisdom is they put number in everything they posted. They put number. You go and chat those number up and say, please, I couldn't join the group. Can you manually add me? That's wisdom. But to say, add me to the group, then they don't add you. Then you say, nobody to help me. Right? I don't think that's wisdom. So again, can the admin drop the link to the WhatsApp group and the phone numbers people can reach? So if you couldn't join directly, wisdom demands that you just chat one of those numbers and say, please add me, not to be giving your number like some of us were giving account number to our speakers who have taken out of their time, their resources to come and teach you, right? Even if we paid some of them, we couldn't pay for their words, right? Because some of them probably will have naturally charged $20,000. They charge us $3,000 or they charge us $5,000, of course, to come and speak to you. And then now you are saying, send me account number, right? Remember, only quality people, they know it too. Our speakers know it. So if you are coming with that, they will say, no, I'm not sure I'm training quality people here. So quality people. Everybody type 2024. I vow to be a quality person. Come on, everybody type it. 2024, I hereby vow to be a quality person. One more time, 2024, I hereby vow to be a quality person. So IT, drop the YouTube link as well, then drop the link finally for the combos. So those who want to buy can buy. You can, of course, play the advert as we wrap up. Thank you, Maiwa. I'm done.
On an extraordinary journey at the proposed Jasper Estate, Katy, where luxury meets legacy. Our esteemed guests witness the splendor of our estate, creating unforgettable moments. Seize your opportunity with easy investing. For non-U.S. entities, Step 1. Log in at www.gtexthomesusa.com. Step 2. Click Invest Now. Step 3. Fill out your KYC. Step 4. Make a payment. Minimum investment is $10,000 USD for U.S. entity accredited investors. Step 1. Log in at www.gtexthomesusa.com. Step 2. Click Invest Now. Step 3. Complete your KYC. Step 4. Make a payment. Minimum investment is $50,000 USD. Got questions or ready to elevate your lifestyle? Contact us at +1 443 790 3925 or visit info@gtexthomesusa.com. Jasper Estate. Katy is a place where every detail reflects your journey to luxurious living.
I've decided to come here in partner with Cocoa Food Bank, to feed over 500 people here today, over 500 widows, just to support them with our token. Spirit of Dr. Stephen's birthday. So all thanks to God for keeping Dr. Stephen alive till today and for supporting him today. So we decided to just, give back to the community and support them with our token.
I thank Dr. Stephen Akintayo for the widows, the widowers, the non-widows who are here today. We really appreciate, and I say thank you to every one of my
You were here before my first breath, and you'll be here when nothing else is left. You are mighty God, forever and always. Say you're too.
The secret that will bring you out of this prison, guarantee, whether you are guilty or not, is called joy. Tell your neighbor joy. Tell your neighbor, I refuse to lose my joy. I refuse to lose my joy.
You were here before my first breath, and you'll be here, God, when nothing else is left. You are mighty, forever and always. Oh, you love me in spite of my flaws, and you hold me close. Hey, in the midst of it all, God, you were present help.
I am so happy that Dr. Stephen Akintayo were able to do this, because I know many were lifted in the prison. Having whatever situation you find yourself, however that offended, personally, I myself, I think I will also work on that. So it's a good output. Thank you, Mr. Stephen Akintayo. Keep doing this.
Okay, today is a day the Lord has made, and we rejoice and be glad in it. It's a special day in the life of Dr. Stephen Akintayo, and him coming here to celebrate with the inmates is a good one, because his message of joy and love lifted so many souls, and they know that they have a future, a bright future. For people like this, we encourage that a lot of people to come here and lift up this place and lift up souls here. Is what his message today. Even myself, I am lifted. And even if you look at it, taking it to the spiritual realm, a lot of people know that they are walking out of the prison of life with his message today. And we pray that God will bless him, to give him long life and the ability and enablement to do more in our society at large. Thank you.
Of them saved to mark his birthday with us. Sir, you are welcome. God bless you.
I came here tonight to say thank you for making the way. Thank you for being.
Hello everyone, my name is Bisi Akintayo. I'm the founder of Genevieve Magazine and a global keynote speaker. I I've always believed in the power of making informed decisions, whether it's in publishing or my various film and decision that has introduced you to that guarantee me yearly return on my investment. With the GInvest app, I let my money work for me. You can too. Sign up today.
Ignorance is not a demon. You cannot cast it out. Ignorance is not a demon. You cannot cast it out. So prayer cannot deliver you from ignorance. So you need to get that very clear. You cannot pray your way out of a problem you behaved your way into. You cannot pray your way out of a problem you behaved your way into. So because we have a lot of shallow Christian, mentally lazy, physically lazy, Bible you don't go read, book you don't go read, message you don't go hear, you want to blow. We don't blow in this kingdom, we grow. If you blow up, you scatter, you disintegrate. If you grow up, you will stay up. If you jump up, you come down, you grow up, you stay up. So in this kingdom, you have to be a student of the word. A student of the word. If you don't know, you don't know. You don't know, you don't know. If you cannot drive, I cannot anoint you to drive. I can't anoint you to be a pilot. I cannot anoint you to be a medical doctor. So let's stop all this religious nonsense. You need knowledge. God says, I've given you the power to get where it is. I've given you the choice to choose whether you want to become. Anywhere you are today is your choice. Whatever you are going through right now is your choice. They say, he said that I know what I'm talking about. Where you are today is a function of the choices and the decisions that you made yesterday.
Join us tonight for the Global Believers Wealth Conference at 7 p.m. Register on www.stevenakintayo.com/BWC.
Something really exciting is happening this weekend. 27th of January 2024, we will be live in our Sadios Estate Ekpe. For those that have bought property from us before, you are invited for this inspection. And if you want to buy from us now, you are also invited. And also,
if you like to sell for us, you are also invited.
Exactly.
Guess what? It's going to be fun and exciting.
Exactly.
Why? We'll have indoor games like chess, Monopoly, Scrabble, Ludo. We also have an